Step right up, strap on in, grab a drink, and let's begin. E&D Live, E&D Live, yeah. E&D Live, E&D Live, yeah. Live, oh, Hello YouTube. Yo, beat this. Almost time to jam with Eric M, Darrell, and maybe Larry. Damn, E&D live counting down, no job or anthem. Beat this. Almost time to jam with Eric M, Darrell, and maybe Larry. Damn, E&D live counting down, no job all amped up, ready to take the dive. Tick tock, the countdown's Molly. Maybe a surprise guest tonight, perhaps Charlie. From every corner of the globe keeps tuning in for the kick-ass show that's about to begin. I'm the pre-show MC, spitting rhymes and waves. Be sure to type something in the chat, just say hey. So while we chill, let's have some fun with beats so hot they outshine the sun. We got jokes, we got rhymes, beats that are choice. Got you popping your head, stomping your feet, raise your voice. The time is ticking, but keep your cool. E&D Live is about to reunite. For me, come alive, the reason we unite. For me, come alive, the reason we unite. For a night of fun in the moonlight. In the chat room where the vibes stay tight, there's Mandy and JBJ plays, keeping it right. Moderating the flow with grace and might. Thanks to them, my chats are a delightful sight. In this verse, I gotta give it up to the chat room crew. You fill my cup, your presence, your vibes, it's all so clear. You're the reason we're all for a night of fun under moonlight. In the chat room with the vibes. Hello chat room, hello to you. Thanks for tuning in to our funky groove. We're here to play it, and here to stay. Eric and Darrell to brighten your day. Saturday night. Saturday night, E&D Live. Rocking the mic, feeling alright. So grab a seat and tap your feet. E&D Live is quite the treat. So grab a seat and tap your feet. E&D Live is quite the treat. You are watching E&D Live. We will be starting soon. You are watching E&D Live. Until then, enjoy this tune. Eric and Darrell are totally rad. Eric and Darrell are crazy as shit. Eric and Darrell are excellent. Eric and Darrell are live. Larry might show up, giving us a little more. One thing is for sure, he will close his closet door. Eric and Darrell are totally rad. Eric and Darrell are crazy as shit. Eric and Darrell are excellent. Eric and Darrell are live. Ooh yeah. Tick tock, the countdown's on. The vibe's so electric, it's like a new dawn. From all around the world, viewers tune in for the show that's about to begin. Eric and Darrell are totally rad. Eric and Darrell are crazy as shit.
Welcome to our show.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on?
What is happening?
Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Saturday
Night.
All right, I gotta chill out. That was a bit much.
Yes, it is the 6th of July.
Yeah.
So we're still celebrating. In fact, there's a party going on in my backyard right now.
Wow.
They just handed me a few hot dogs that they grilled up, and I ate them. And so I told them I'd say hi to everybody during the intermission, and then again after we're done. So anyway, but yeah, it's been a great week of swimming and barbecuing. A lot.
And then an entire week of that.
Yeah. Well, since we built the pool, I've been in there like every day. It's really awesome.
Okay, now I could not get a good sense of this from. I actually haven't. I don't have a photograph of the pool. I have not seen the pool.
Oh, okay.
But Caleb did send me a picture of you grilling, and in the background behind you, kind of hidden in this little sliver between you and the grill, I could see the pool. I was like, oh, okay, it does exist. There it is.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I guess maybe I should pull it up then, huh? Let's see here.
What is its circumference? Like, how big is it? I mean, can you really call it you can't call it a swimming pool, can you? It's more of a wading pool.
I mean, it's a swimming pool. It's okay. Let me see here. Yeah. Okay. So this will work here. Let's see. I forget how.
You
to
want
do
your screen?
anything.
I got it. I got it. All right. Is this like the story of the pool?
Yes, that is the story of it. There it is, like leveling the ground with sand and dirt and stuff like that, and then ding.
Oh, and there it is.
This is before we put the pump in the stairs and all that kind of stuff. But this is like just the pool itself. I don't even think. No, it wasn't even filled at this point. So
it's like oblong.
Yeah, it's a circle. It's a circle. It's the second largest one that they make. So it's pretty big. I mean, it's big enough. The biggest one they make is it's this long rectangle. It just looked ridiculous to manage. I don't know.
What are the dimensions? Like I can't really tell from the photograph.
Oh, okay. So it's an Intex pool.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I've seen this style of pool that manufacturer.
Metal frame pools. Here we go. All right, let's see here. It's definitely not this little tiny one. No, 12 by 30, definitely not. 15 by 48, maybe. I don't know.
Well, if it's a circle, how could it be multiple dimensions?
Tall. 48 inches high, maybe?
40 inches high.
Okay, and then
so it's 4 feet.
Or no, maybe it's this 18 inch. I think it's the 18.
18 feet wide?
Yeah, 18 feet. Yeah. Is that the biggest one they make? That's the biggest circle they make. That's the one we got right here.
Okay.
So it's 18 feet in diameter.
Oh.
Is that, I think? I don't know.
You've been in it.
I know, but like that doesn't mean I'm like, all up on measurements and geometry and stuff like that. I'm trying to find a good picture. I can't believe I didn't have like a picture of like people in the pool. Well, here's a picture. This is a bad picture too because you can't see the pool, but you can see there's a fire pit that I'm sitting at. We use logs as all the chairs, that sit around in the circle, and it's covered right now. And there's like a party going on over here. And that's the pool. Still, you can't see it.
Okay. Yeah. I could see that being 18 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Wide.
So, anyway, yeah.
So for me, that's like 2 strokes and I'm at the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's very cool. I loved swimming when I was a kid. We both did a lot.
This is true. This is true. And I mean, you were, well, okay, that's not true. Actually, they had an above ground pool back in the day. So yeah, I used to swim over at Larry's and they had built a really nice wooden deck around it.
That's what I want to do next.
Yeah, that's how you dress up a pool like that.
For sure. And then it feels like it's in ground because, you know, like you're above ground. So, but yeah, that's the next step. This is the first step, is just like getting it to work and figuring out chemicals and stuff.
Right.
And the pump was kind of complicated. I used ChatGPT a few times. I would take pictures of everything, the parts and each page of the booklet. And I said, guide me through building this. And please ask me to take a photo of something if you're unsure about something. And it was like, oh, can you take a picture of the underside of the pump? I was like, oh yeah, okay. You know, and it was like, okay, well, it looks like you've done this, and this, and this. So next you should do this. I'm like, man, this is so freaking weird.
Wow.
But it was perfect because then you could say, oh, which screw do I need to put in that hole? And you just take a picture of your hand holding screws in a hole. And it's like the one on the left, that's part number 48 as per page 16 of the instruction manual. I'm like, oh yeah. So yeah, it's very handy.
Huh.
Very handy.
Well, very cool. I'll have to check it out next time I'm there.
Mm-hmm. So anybody here in the chat room have pools? Anybody been pulling it this week? It's definitely been cool. I should get a picture sometime of like people, you know, like human beings inside, but that's for another day.
Just
don't screw it in your own hole. Thanks, JBJ Blaze.
IP in pools.
Oh, let's see. Are we still on the 2-shot?
No,
I'm confused.
We're still on the.
On the picture. We don't need the picture anymore.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah, someone typed pool, and then the little animated GIF comes up. I forgot about that.
Oh, of me
Drinking at the pool.
Yeah, somebody type pool.
Unless it was the original, you know.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Somebody was drinking in the pool.
Yeah, somebody was drinking in the pool. Yeah, wow. Lots of traveling has been done. I guess that's what we're going to really talk about today. Things have been made. Places have been to. But what shall we discuss first?
Oh man. Let's see. I guess in the order that we did it, I think the last big thing that we did was we went to New Jersey.
We did,
and we have this really cool Instagram. Okay, this was like a test for us, I guess. It was to get. If I just hit cut, will it work?
Yeah.
So this is our Instagram, Eric and Darrell, and we hadn't really been playing around with like stories and stuff like that, much less like saving the stories forever in these little group things.
Oh yeah, yes, this was a great idea and a very effective way of kind of communicating what we're up to at the time.
Yeah. Without us having to like, you know, come home and edit
really
the video.
Done before, yeah.
Yeah, and we have like, you know, I mean, we have so many projects. It's like, are we really going to get around to editing just like one little trip that we made? Plus, like, we make so many trips so close to each other. Anyway, so this is a cool idea. If you click New Jersey, then it, you know, plays all this stuff. And of course, this is like us talking. But anyway, but you can look at this later. But yeah, we're going down in flames. Anyway, so we went to Mark's party, and Mark Weiss, by the way,
Yes, for the kids at home who don't know, Mark Weiss, famous rock and roll guitar. What the fuck am I talking about? Photographer. Took a bunch of iconic photographs of all the rock and roll stars from back in the day. And yes, we have befriended him. There's his mugshot.
That's kind of an old.
It almost looks like Trent Reznor.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
All right.
There he is choking Ozzy. Anyway, like all of our posters as kids on our walls, most of them were taken by Mark.
Yeah.
So having Mark as a friend is like really kind of surreal sometimes. But he's a cool guy.
Such a sweetheart.
Yeah. And he has the book The Decade That Rocked, which is a selection of his awesome photos that he took anyway over his whole career. Anyway, awesome dude. So he invites us to his birthday party, which is really cool. It's like very interesting to see all of his friends. A lot of creatives, a lot of like producers and kind of higher ups and kind of behind the scenes guys. At first, I was like, I didn't know if we're going to see like rock stars and like celebrities or kind of the creators. And it seemed like more of the creator types.
Yeah.
Like, like I was talking to this one guy for a while and then found out he owns a club up in Atlantic City. He's like the owner. And I was like, oh, okay. And it's like, you never know who you're going to talk to. I talked to some like a TV producer that had done like radio, like interviews with rock stars and stuff all through the 80s and 90s. And for the life of me, I can't remember like what the show was. But anyway, it was a really cool party. And of course, while we're in New Jersey, why not stop by the old?
I mean, it was right down the street.
Yeah.
We were just in the neighborhood.
Actually, before we talk about the quick stop, from Clerks, so Kevin Smith was doing a car show, and there was like I don't know, like in their little downtown section, there was just rows and rows of cars. People would come park their cars there.
Classic cars, movie style cars, none original. They were all replicas, but still really cool.
Yeah.
Muscle cars, all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah. And like, there was a DeLorean there.
Yeah.
Next to the, was it a Toyota? The black 4x4 truck that Marty McFly wanted so bad. And that was sitting in the garage waiting for him, that his parents got him. Anyway, that was sitting right next to it. Let's see, I'm trying to find some photos of the cars, but now I can't seem to. Oh wait, I just found a bunch.
There we go.
Okay. So yeah, anyway, it was just filled with all these just crazy looking things and just people walking around looking at weird funky cars. And I never know what I'm looking at, except this one, right? Masterfully done too, by the way. Like a great replica. I don't know if it's even a replica. I mean, it's hard to say. Probably, because there's a lot of replica companies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
But we filmed a little bit in here. Oh, there's actually footage.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that detail. Smells like Mr. Fusion. There's the flux capacitor. There's Mr. Fusion. There's Darrell filming me. So cool. Look at it. There's me and Kim walking down the aisle. Anyway, so yeah, that was the whole walkway. I guess we'd gotten up early in the morning just to get breakfast, and saw this, the Jersey Tomato. Anyway, very cool. So, the Smodcastle Theater. Kevin Smith bought a theater in this little downtown historic area.
Yeah.
And the DeLorean and stuff was parked like right in front of that, which I would love like one day. I mean, like next year or something, I'd love for us to make a movie and put it in the, the Smod Castle, whatever it's called, the,
Film festival.
His film festival. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super freaking cool.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping to meet Kevin Smith at the party because he got an invite. Mark knows him and everything, but I was like, oh, I don't know if he'll show up because I mean, the car show and everything, and he only does it once a year. So that was like the day of the party. So we're like, but anyway, so you want to show him some stuff from the quick stop?
All right, here we go. Let me bring this up. Mine. Okay, there we go. Boom. Yeah, so here we are in front of the quick stop. This is the side view. And you can actually get a perspective in the movie. You see across the street and it's an empty lot, but you see that they built some condos right across the street.
Yeah.
And they look pretty new, but here's a great shot. Classic shot.
In the movie, I rolled back the movie to watch it, and I was watching the scenes where Jay and Silent Bob are standing out front, and you can see clearly in the reflection the house is right across the street. So it's like never been an empty lot ever. It's always been some sort of like just houses and stuff. But I thought that was funny because I mean, it's low budget. They're not gonna try to remove that or anything. But yeah, that's it. That's a good shot there. And there's the video store, which is just I don't know, closed up. I guess it's like storage. I don't know what's in there. And they did have shirts, but they all had size small. Like, why would you have size small? Does he know his audience? It's weird.
Well, I think that's exactly the point. Nobody buys small, so that's what's left.
Yeah, that's probably true.
People already came in and went shopping.
Yeah. Lots of variety. I received World Pleasures Podcast. Funny. And there's looking at the front desk, the front clerk or whatever. There's Kim buying something. There's a bunch of like weed or something in there too. It's legal there. I didn't even realize. And that's us on the phone. That's funny. From the thumbnail, because we actually acted that out. Oh yeah. So they have like little plaques and like little like wall art and stuff that was like Jay and Silent Bob related and stuff like that. Yep. Classic. Yeah, I thought I'd take a picture of the door so I could zoom in later and be like, what is all this?
Look at all these stickers.
Yeah.
Oh, God, why didn't we put a sticker on there? That's stupid.
Right? Oh, suck.
Yeah. Oh,
and you had your stickers too.
I did, yeah.
So they vinyl wrapped the windows, I guess, with that. Yeah. More wrap on the door. That's the entrance to the video store. There's a sign. Castle. He-Man. Lots of angles. Ah. And now you're inside.
Nice 360 view.
Yeah, so you can get an idea. I was taking pictures of that corner, I think. And, it's like the layout didn't change, which is great because that would have been super lame if you actually wanted to change the layout. But yeah, seemed like it's good. I guess I was about to buy something. I bought a water. That was all I bought. I really wanted a shirt though, but pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hello, E and R. What is R? What is R?
Rarel.
So yeah, isn't that freaking cool? I just loved seeing that and being there. It was so cool. I liked it a lot. Oh, Eric and Darrell, would you guys want to grow up in the 2010s? I don't know. I'd have to break that down. What were the 2010s again?
Good question. So let's see.
Time passes so fast.
2010. I had just started my puppetry journey with the new puppet order. So that was 14 years ago. So I was.
Oh yeah.
We were like 34. So mid 30s.
Let's see. It's 2024. Oh, I was born in 76. 2010. So I was 34 exactly. Did you do that math in your head? That was fast.
Yeah, because
okay.
you went all the way back and then went forward.
Yeah.
Like just subtract from where you are now.
Well, or I could have done that. That's true.
48 minus 10.
Well, what's weird is like
38.
I always remember
is 34.
Well, I can always remember I was born in 76, but I can't always remember my current age. You know what I mean? Because it changes. My birthday never changes, so I just have that like number in my head. So anyway, that's the internal thought there.
Well,
2010, I was doing. I had just done my final episode of the Control Point podcast. I had. Let's see. I was living in a house down by the river. I know I just, man, I have some crazy stuff I put in here. I cashed out my 401k apparently. Oh, I got laid off. Oh yeah, from 3SL. Okay.
Are you looking at your
yeah, my history doc.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I have all the thing. First episode of The Shaft. That was the Minecraft podcast that lasted many years after that. So that was a big year. Also put out my biggest song, In Search of Diamonds, that year, which I still get royalties to this day. I mean, that was a good year. That was kind of like getting rid of old stuff and like getting new stuff. That was like a good refresher year, kind of shake it up kind of thing. My girlfriend had just moved out too, and I'd lost my job. It was just, everything was refreshed at that point. So,
refreshed.
Yeah.
What a positive way of looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah, that's a good year.
Quick shout out to early on we had some hellos from Australia. That always blows my mind that like people from around the other side of the globe are tuning in where it's tomorrow. It must be really early in the morning or something like that. I don't know. Like I'm surprised you're up watching this. We also have Argentina in the house. We have some, of course, some good old Canadians. You know who you are, and then
is Scott on tape in here?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, hello from Scotland, where it must be really freaking late at night. Thanks for staying up so late. Florida, that's like a whole other country. Midday in Australia. Okay, all right,
nice.
Yeah.
Midday, interesting.
Some nice afternoon Sunday viewing.
I always wanted to visit Adelaide one of these days.
There's a lot of places in Australia I'd like to go. Go to the Outback, have a blooming onion.
A blooming onion. Is that actually an American thing?
Yes. I want to go to Australia and have a blooming onion and drink a Foster's. So that all the locals will know I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways.
Do they have Bud Light there?
Do they have, probably. I think
it's there?
I'm pretty sure that's like the most global beer in the world.
Probably.
Or maybe just Budweiser. I don't know.
Do they have birds there?
Birds?
Yeah.
Birds?
Yeah.
Like the flappy flap birds?
Yeah, it's like
of course they have birds in
bones.
Australia. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Do they have cats?
They might not have cats. No, they have cats.
Oh, okay. I heard that cats
Birds aren't real.
were carried there, and that they weren't supposed to be. They weren't supposed to be here today.
I'm not supposed to be here today.
I don't remember what I heard. I heard something. It was like, Australia at some point, cats did not exist there or something.
Australia does have a crazy feral animal problem.
I can imagine that.
Especially rabbits. I've seen some like horror show videos, like real things where there's like millions of rabbits in like one little area, and like the camera, it's at night, and so they have a spotlight and that shines over, and there's just like rabbits just like it's like a horror film.
That's crazy.
that would be a nice twist on a horror film, right? Like,
yeah,
just
we want to avoid that area.
Millions of cute, cuddly bunnies just with their teeth. Oh, look at the bones.
Yeah. Freaky.
Anyways,
but yeah, I'd like to go there one day. Microdosing has amazing benefits, and I'm excited for the future where stigma on plants is out the window. Huh?
oh,
I keep hearing about microdosing. You should try it, Darrell, and let me know what it's like.
okay. Give me the stuff. I'll put it in my gab, my gaw, my
Right in the old gab hole.
2:38 a.m. in Scotland.
Nice. Excellent.
Jackson McDaniel in Scotland. What part of Scotland? Are you in Glasgow? Or are you in Edinburgh? Or are you in somewhere else? Somewhere in between?
Edinburgh? Between
Inverness?
Inverness.
Dublin's not in Scotland.
Silly rabbit. Oh man. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to wait on this until after the break.
Okay.
Well, I'll just tell you what the title is. I found some cool listicles for us this week.
Oh,
just for
right.
some fun things to look at. These are fast food related, but like 80s fast food related. So the first one I have is 7 Taco Bell menu items from the 1980s you probably forgot about. I looked at, I don't want to spoil it, but always have to kind of look at it to make sure this isn't just lame, right?
Thanks, Charlie. X5 podcast in the house. Microdose these nuts. Love you guys. Scott on tape says hello. What's that? I actually started watching Scott. If you're listening, I started watching your live stream from Alabama. Yeah, that was awkward.
From Alabama. Oh, I haven't seen. Yeah, I didn't see that he streamed.
Yeah. Suddenly there's a naked man just walking into his shot in the background.
Oh man! Speaking of X5 podcast, you guys should check out if you like Steve-O at all. What a surreal time to.
Who doesn't love Steve-O? Come on.
He's so cool. He's so cool in real life. Like he's just a real normal smart dude. Like I don't know. It's like you wouldn't necessarily think that. He's a cool guy. We ran a story about him getting breast implants. And so Charlie from X5 is going to pay for him, and that was the big story that hit like Entertainment Weekly and all of these like tabloids, all these celebrity gossip sites, and they were running the stories and linking back to X5, to the podcast. And anyway, so it's been all week. It's just been blowing up, and it's been really cool to watch. And fascinating, and just working with Steve-O. Like I would have never. I even met his video editor, which is a really cool guy. We may work in the future, but anyway, surreal stuff, right? Really cool episode.
Get left out of the fun. I didn't get to meet him.
Yeah. But anybody who likes Steve-O, this is a good episode that's not just, like generic stuff he talks about all the time. This is like Steve-O talking about like, like he gets deep in it. Like, he starts talking about like his feelings and stuff and like how does it feel to be Steve-O? And in fact, he talks about like deleting Reddit from his phone because sometimes it gets so toxic and stuff like that. Anyway,
yes,
interesting.
he was being very vulnerable in this episode.
Very interesting to hear.
Eric, I just want to let you know that the Iceman, he really wants to slurp more of you up.
What?
Just, you just need to offer more of yourself up, and he'll slurp it.
He'll slurp
it all.
See y'all more often. Okay. Nice. Scott's here.
Scott
What's
on
up?
tape, your pop culture tour guide.
What's up?
I want my underwear back, guys.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, unfortunately, I'm wearing it, so you're not going to get it back for at least another 24 hours.
Oh, you're wearing half of it. He cut it and then he gave me the other half. It's a weird thing,
right? Which would be very interesting because once you reassemble it and you put it on, you'll like be caressing half of our balls. Each.
Caressing,
yeah, with your own balls. So
doesn't that sound fun?
Yeah, it's like a half ball caress party, orgy or something.
You're welcome, Scott. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, today I am drinking Inner Voice Brewing Company from Decatur, Georgia, right here in my own hometown.
Isn't that fancy?
There's this great little brewery in downtown Decatur I came across, and I popped in and grabbed some cans, and they're excellent. This is really, they got quite a few like hazy IPAs and a couple other things. So I just, I like to drink local, right? Support local business.
Oh, nice. Cheers to that. I have something, I don't know if anybody's heard of this before. Hold on, let me read the label.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bud Light.
Wow. Bud Light, you say. Yeah.
If I pronounce that correctly.
I think it's actually Bud Light.
Oh,
it's like Belgian, I believe.
Yeah. Makes total sense.
There's like a umlaut over the U, so it's Bud. Bud Light. Yeah. Yeah.
Wood. Eric, did you tell Darrell about the dissolving swim trunks? Oh yeah. So
I'll wear them.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard this one. Tom Mabe, the comedian, he was on the show.
Okay.
Did all the epic like phone call pranks all through the 90s, and anyway, he was so him and Jeff Allen, one of the hosts from X5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Charlie,
we all know Jeff.
Yeah, we all know Jeff. So Charlie convinced them to. Didn't really convince. He was like, "Hey guys, why don't you or would you guys be interested in making like a video, like a social media video, just so we can pass around?"
I got it. I know what to do here. You guys are gonna wear some. I lost it.
You're almost
I went
doing
into like a totally different voice.
Oh man, it's like a tinge of what's the freaking chicken? The big chicken.
What?
Yeah, the cartoon chicken. Well, boy, I say.
Oh,
well,
Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah,
well, of course.
It's kind of almost that.
Yeah. Because that's how I always used to call my dad Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh yeah.
I say, boy, listen to me. You got it all wrong. Let me show you how it's done.
Right.
This is a boy.
The boy. Anyway,
yes, the dissolving swim trunks.
Yes. So obviously, everyone knows the punchline.
I completely derailed the topic.
But so the idea was like, okay, get in the hot tub and just, film yourselves reading really crappy dad jokes to each other. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll edit it and I'll make it look real cool and real funny or whatever. And I'll send you all the dad jokes. I sent him like a list of 50 dad jokes. And I was like, that's all you do is just try to make each other laugh. Loosely, this was the instructions, right? But really, it was just to get them in the hot tub together with dissolving swim trunks. So, and they get in there and they're like, okay, they're all ready, right? To get the camera set. Actually, Terry filmed them. Terry, the other producer of X5. And so anyway, so he's filming it. And by the second question, it was just like, it starts to unravel and things are floating around. And it's like, huh? Like, what is this? And he's like, picks up, it's like a string. So I think what happens is, like the seams, whatever it's sewed
are
with,
dissolvable.
Yes,
yeah, and
like
so
thread.
everything just starts falling apart.
Yeah, so after a while, like you see each little plate, like each little piece of the pant, and it's just floating, and it's like, they're like covered up, like so crazy. I had no idea you could buy that, but that was a pretty good one. That was a really good one.
I mean, at that point, you just like you stand up and you just show your junk and you just like wave it around in front of the camera.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and what's great is like, so Tom Mabe is kind of known for
into it.
Right. And like Tom Mabe is kind of known as being a prankster. He's a professional prankster, but it was like, oh, let's prank him. He didn't see it coming, but he saw it going.
He saw it going.
He saw it leaving.
I knew there was a joke there. You found it. Thank you.
But yeah, anyway, good times. But that's what X5, it seems like it's like prank after prank after prank over there. Funny. And the lead singer of Candlebox was there, and the freaking lead singer of Fuel.
Yeah.
Brett Scallions, man, he's a cool guy. Yeah, anyway, fun times. Very, very cool. Oh yeah, so I do have that that weird list of stuff. Oh, by the way, Darrell, can't wait for you to come to the lake house, and don't worry about bringing swim trunks. I got you covered. See?
Right, yeah.
There's the offer.
See, at this point, I know so many freaking stories that I know not to trust Charlie for anything. I have to be suspicious of everything.
Right.
Yeah. Like, is this a setup? Or is this genuine?
I have to ask him all the time. I'll ask him a question. He's like, no. I'm like, really no? And he's like, no. I'm like, positively.
And I've seen
like,
him,
I don't know.
I've seen him dig his heels in where he's just like very serious.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh no. And then I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But sometimes it's true. And you're like, oh man, I kept thinking you're kidding. He's like, no. Why would you think that? I'm
Where's
like,
the punchline? I know it's coming.
Yeah. So funny. But yeah, he got you covered though. Well, let's see. Well, should we go to break? It is 9:07. Or should we do one of these lists first?
Well, we were like 20 minutes late.
Well, we were.
So, yeah.
That's true. Maybe we should do the short list here. I have one from Taco Bell. I also have one from McDonald's, which is a little longer, and one from Long John Silver's, but we'll do those later. Okay. But we'll do the short one from Taco Bell. Okay.
Yeah.
This is, let me get it ready.
Yeah, there we go. You're up.
7 Taco Bell menu items from the 1980s you probably forgot about.
Come on.
This is where I was in disbelief. I'm like, no. Surely
there's no way
not.
you could forget something from Taco Bell.
Right? But hey, let's truck on down here and find out.
Though I gotta admit, if that was their costumes, then I don't remember those.
Costumes, not uniforms. Like, get in your costume. Okay, so first off, I do remember these.
I remember those.
I just forgot about them for a while, but I absolutely loved these things.
Yeah, I remember those.
The cinnamon crispas.
Yep.
Man, they were freaking great. And the thing is, like, you had to buy them at first, and then after a while, it came free with your meal.
Huh.
And it was like, because I remember, like, sometimes I just didn't want them, but they're free anyway. Maybe it was some sort of weird promo thing, but I just remember being a kid and it was like, oh, hey, here's my free Crispas.
You can't say that with a straight face.
What's that?
Oh, here are my cinnamon crispas.
Here's my cinnamon Crispas.
Crispas.
39 cents. Started in 1979.
What?
Next.
Holy
Everybody
shit.
knows that.
That I didn't know. It's a
Bel
Taco Bell
Grande.
Grande.
Yeah, the Bel Grande.
The Bel Grande.
Started in 1981. It was billed as our biggest taco ever.
Ooh.
355 calories.
Ooh.
But when you think about it, it's just a taco. It's just a bigger shell, right? It's the same meat, same cheese, same all of the other stuff.
Except it's got sour cream and tomatoes.
Oh, those
Well,
they don't do normally.
maybe tomatoes would come on the regular ones.
Oh,
But
I don't know.
The sour cream doesn't.
Okay.
I know that.
And see, for me, I would have just been like, I don't like sour
I don't
cream
want
anyway.
any of that.
Yeah, I don't want any of that.
Can I just get it with like the shell and the meat?
Yeah, pretty much. Just squirt some more extra grease in there too, if you would. Taco Light.
Oh,
I
let's
do
squirt
not
something
remember
in there.
this. This is such a crappy. Like it's a tiny
Taco
little, it's a
Light.
dollop of sour cream. It's funny because sour cream is nothing but like fat and calories. So like you shouldn't even put that on there.
There's light sour cream, which they make with fucking air.
It's just some strange chemical they've created. It's got like meat, but like maybe they drained the grease out or something. It's got cheese, which is just
it's
cheese.
the exact same taco, except they just like
It's like thinner and weirder. Like
they squirted less sour cream and they squished it to get some of the grease off.
Yeah.
Like it's a pizza. Like, you know, you put the napkin on the pizza to. I never did that.
My
Because I
sister
was like,
did that.
I'm going to lick the fucking grease off. This is like part of the. You know, you fold it in half and you hold it up and you just like, you let the grease drip in your mouth. That's all the flavor.
Here's another picture I just grabbed real quick. A different shot of it. It looks like a taco that's just closed more. So therefore you can't put as much stuff in there. Yeah, it's just skinnier.
Of course.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, guys.
Skinny
freaking
person, skinny taco.
82. This came out 1 year after that. After everybody's getting fat from that, they're like, oops. Hey, fat people, we have an option for you. All right. Oh, the pizza. This is.
I ordered so many of those freaking things.
You did?
Yes.
I can't remember if I did. I might have tried it. But...
That was my jam for a long time, except I would always get them without tomatoes and without olives. And sometimes I would get my order and they would have them and I'd have to sit there and go pick. Fucking annoying. But they were messy. They're not something you could order through the drive-thru.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I don't think I was such a big fan of that, but yeah, it's interesting.
I loved those. I loved them.
Seafood salad from Taco Bell. That just sounds so gross.
Okay, I don't remember that.
It's got a little shrimp on it.
Yeah,
84.
When did Taco Bell have shrimp?
Right?
Never.
Ooh, 884 calories.
And you know they were like freaking freeze-dried shrimps, so they were probably like microscopic.
Oh, yeah, they look tiny. But this is 3 times the calories of the Bel Grande. So you could have 3 Bel Grandes, or you could have this salad. That's misleading, right? Because it's got the word salad in it. So you're like, oh, this is healthy. It's like, no, sir. Yeah, it just must have like complete crap in it. I don't know.
Yo
That's
quiero
weird.
Taco Bell.
At number 6, we got the steak fajita.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
It sounds like a good idea.
Sizzling.
They got rid of it. 1982 is when it started.
That's what's surprising to me. Not the items. I remember the items. What's surprising to me is the year of introduction.
Oh, yeah. What, 82?
Yeah, 82. Like that's way before my kind of perspective on going to Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, being like a fast food kid.
Yeah.
And being a zero fast food now in my adult life, like zero. But back then it would be like eating fast food like most of the week, I think.
Constantly.
You know, like not every meal, but like a lot of them. But anyway, but this was before I would be going to fast food. Like my mom would not take me to fast food if I'm like 5 years old. Like that's not going to happen. Like it wasn't until I was probably like 10, 11, and 12 or something like that.
There could have been a time in my life where I ate every meal at a fast food restaurant.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, seriously, like McDonald's breakfast for sure.
Yeah. And later Hardee's.
Yeah, did some Hardee's breakfast because the freaking biscuits.
Cinnamon. The biscuit. I was going to say the cinnamon rolls. Oh my God.
Oh, the cinnamon rolls.
Raisin
biscuits. Yeah, those are
I mean,
good.
it's like fattening. Let's wake up and eat dessert for breakfast. It's like this normal thing.
I mean, what? Like McDonald's for breakfast, McDonald's for lunch, and then like Long John Silver's. But you can say
John Silver's.
McDonald's for breakfast, Taco Bell for lunch, Long John Silver's for dinner. I had to have done that on more than one occasion in my life.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure.
And and you know, we're both the same. Like I don't ever go to fast food restaurants anymore.
Yeah, I can't stomach it. It hurts me. It can't happen. Anyway, so let's see. Steak fajita seems like a good idea. Seems like, why'd you get rid of it? I don't know. They should probably still have that on there. Let's go down here. Oh, it was $1.69, by the way. Mexi Melt.
Yes,
what? That's just a soft taco. Is that like the first soft taco ever or something? 1988, dude.
No, it was later. Except the difference was
they melted
the cheese.
Oh.
They melted the cheese. Exactly.
Okay.
It was a soft taco with melted cheese.
Okay. Mexi Melt.
And no lettuce. Because if you heat the lettuce, it's just going to wilt, right? So it doesn't have any lettuce in it. So they build it and like steam it or something or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I ate the crap out of those.
So this is the this came out in 1988, the year we met.
That tracks.
And then it says the slogan had just began that year: "Make a run for the border." Remember that? And the Mexi Melt was 99 cents.
Fuck yeah.
Wow, makes sense. I mean, most of the menu items were dollars. So was McDonald's. Everything was $1. Everybody's competing for just the dollar meal.
I don't understand how people survive in this modern world. I mean, I remember like trying to scrounge up money to eat Taco Bell. 99 cents. 99 cents. What's 99 cents anymore? I mean,
tax or not even tax is like
right. Like
I don't know what's 99 cents anymore.
Like $1.50.
Not the dollar store, right? Dollar Tree.
You can't get out of a fast food restaurant by yourself for probably less than $12.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Close to 20, it seems like. It seems like every time I eat anywhere, anything, it's like $20. Once I'm done with like tax and tip, it's $20. So yeah, it's that is inflation.
Yeah. I don't know what do high school kids do nowadays? Do they just all have like bankroll? Are they just like fat pockets? They just like pulling out the Hamiltons?
Hamiltons.
Dog. Let me pay for that BK. Here's that $30 for my value meal. It's bizarre to me.
I saw a headline the other day saying that Wendy's has cut their menu prices by a lot, and they have like $5 meals or something. I didn't even click on it. I just saw the headline. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. And I just moved on. But maybe there's something to it. Maybe there's some fast food restaurants trying to undercut because people are not buying as much anymore. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know how kids these days would do it anyway. I mean, yeah, because it was even hard back then struggling for $1. Now you're like struggling for like a $5 burger. You know, the burgers at Five Guys are $10.
Yeah.
I mean, that's stupid. It's freaking $10, man. That would have fed your whole family easy back then.
They're good. They're quality.
They're good, but are they $10
I know
good?
I'm eating ground beef when I go to Five Guys.
Yeah.
There's at least that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you're right. It's good, but $10. I mean, it's not like we can't afford it, but it's just the idea.
Right. That's what I'm like. I can afford that.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
But it's
some
like,
kid, some high school kid.
Where do we put our foot down? You know, that's it. I'm not buying food anymore.
You're drawing the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And yeah. I was gonna say my grocery bills are like $200 for one trip. It's insane. It's crazy.
So okay, real quick, because they're talking about something in the chat that I was thinking about the other day. They're talking about cinemas, right? So, how much did it cost to go to a movie when you were a kid?
Oh, I think it was like $3.75 or something like that.
Let's just go with $5.
Okay.
A $5 bill. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Like you go to, I remember going to Cinema 6 on the south side over near you, where Mike's Merchandise,
oh yeah. Now it's the cheap theater.
It's not there anymore, but
yeah.
But that's where that cinema was. I remember standing outside of there seeing the poster for Purple Rain. Prince's Purple Rain was in theaters at the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I don't even remember what year that was. What was that? 87? 86?
87 or 86.
Maybe
when
86?
Purple Rain came out?
Yeah, when did Purple Rain come out? Anyways,
I'm Googling it right now. 84.
Yeah. 84. Geez. Okay. So I remember being there at 84, and it just seemed like that was the standard price for a new movie, $5. $5 bill. $5 bill, go in, see a movie. Think about that. That is not a lot of money. $5? $5. You can get together $5. $5. The movie industry is based on huge budgets, large amounts of money. Let's think. E.T., off the top of my head, because I just saw it the other day. And I was in LA and blah, blah, blah. We can talk about that later. But I'm just using it as an example. E.T. came out in 1982?
Two or three. I'll Google it. Yeah.
Yeah.
82?
1982. Yeah. E.T. came out in 1982. Probably paid $5 to go see it. I saw it in the theater with my grandmother. That movie cost $10.5 million to make.
Oh, wow.
It's such a weird industry, right? We're going to spend $10 million on a product that one person is going to pay $5 to see. That just sounds crazy to me. Like, you got to hope and pray you get volume. It is a volume business, right?
Right.
Because the end product can't be that expensive, or people just won't go to it.
Right.
You can't sell tickets to a movie for $100. Though it's heading that way now.
Right.
But
no. Yeah, it's more about quantity, you know, and this I'm sure came from early times, maybe even like Roman times, where you sell an experience, you don't sell a product.
right.
So you sell tickets to watch people fight, right? And you're like, oh, okay, that was worth my money because I was entertained for 2 hours. Same thing, right? But now you don't have to hire these people to recreate every experience. You just hit play. So technology is great enough to where we can kind of cheat that system and make the one thing and then just play it forever.
Right.
You pay to walk into a room and hit play and leave the room. It sounds stupid, but we do it, but that's what really that's what the product is,
Actually, that's funny. I had never even considered that. Movies must have been the AI of the theater world at the time.
AI.
Seriously, can you imagine being an actor, a stage actor, at the turn of the century when movies had come along?
Oh, I see what you mean. That was their AI paradigm shift. I thought you meant it was that actual. I was like, how are you seeing that?
No.
I get you.
An actor is like, wait a minute. If they film this, I don't get to go on stage and play the character again every night and get paid again.
Yeah.
They're just going to run that over and over and over again, and I'm just going to sit at home unemployed.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was a big, man, I'd really like to research. I've never even thought about that. That's a really interesting concept. Did that scare the shit out of theatrical performers?
Yeah. It seems like it should have, it seems like, because there's so many other benefits too that are hidden. Like your actors will never age, right? Because if you hit play on this movie, they're always exactly the same age.
Right.
It's the same exact performance, right? So you don't have to worry about if someone ages and then you have to recast them, or someone dies, or someone gets sick. There's probably millions of benefits, and they're all small, but they all add up to something great. And you're like, this is worth spending $10 million on, because you can literally hit play for centuries after today, after the release day. Okay. Yeah. Unless we're hit by a solar flare, then that's true. You'll always have this video for eternity. But
I don't know. Yeah. It's like just the economics of movies is a really freaking scary thing, if you really think about it, because you're really basing it on, will enough people show up and pay a small amount to then escalate to me recouping my huge amount that I spent.
Well, that's where the test screening comes in.
Yeah.
So I have some theories on that too. So, with YouTube and me and you, we make a video that we both like, and then it passes that it has the green light to be released because both me and you like it.
Right.
That's it. Stops there.
Yeah.
What about the other billions of other archetypes in the world that may not like it? We have no clue. All we know is me and Darrell like it. So therefore it's going out into existence. But that's our expectation. We don't have one. We don't go, oh man, no one's watching our new video, or we only got X amount of hits. Oh, we understand that we're making things that we like. That's it. That's the end of it. We're grateful that we have over 100,000 people that like our stuff. But on the other side, Hollywood, what they do is they put a lot of money and hope and dreams into this one product. So they make sure that they get all these different types of personalities to watch and let you know exactly what they think. Smart, right? Because when there's money on the line like that, you need to release a movie that you, out of the gate, you already know that it's going to hit all these generations, different genders, different people, that have different professions. I mean, and just like me and you, we would have no idea about any of that. We would totally be guessing, anyway, so my theory is now, having said that, I believe soon all YouTubers and any video creator will have test screening ability throughout not just hundreds, not just thousands, but millions of different types of personalities and archetypes and thought, of that, and it will all be synthetic. You'll get your report and it will be so true because it's based on actual true archetypes and characteristics of real human beings. I'm just saying, this is going to be a product. Someone's going to make this, probably Google or Microsoft, but it will be a thing. Because if I had time, I'd make it, but I'm not. So there's your $1 billion idea. If I had time, I have so many projects, but someone run with that, and give me a tweet if you ever make it. I'd love to see it. I don't know.
All right, and now on that note, I think that's a good transition to the intermission. We're at a halfway mark here.
Yes, we have 15 minutes. We got some new bumpers too, so if you stick around, you're going to see some epic bumpers. One just might be me and Darrell at the old quick stop. And then we have another one that's a kind of a cool, funky, weird one from Mark Weiss's house. But yeah, and then when we return, we got the behind the scenes talking about our latest epic unboxing video. We got plenty of photos, some video clips, and then you're going to show us about LA. I have not asked you anything about LA, Darrell, because I didn't want spoilers.
Yeah.
When you have photos which I have not seen, I was like, just save it for the E&D live.
Okay.
Anyway, so in this episode, we're kind of packing everything on the other side instead of the beginning. So stay tuned, please, and we'll be back after these messages.
Mr. Bobby McFerrin. For Ocean Spray.
So tangy. So crisp.
Taste refreshing Ocean Spray Cran Raspberry. It's music to your mouth.
Yung matere.
It was a simpler time. A time of hope and faith in the future. Blue jeans and white t-shirts were in. And Mazda introduced the Miata. A ragtop, a two-seater, a true roadster. Everyone seemed to be feeling pretty good. The new Mazda Miata. It not only gives you a glimpse of 1990, it takes you back as well.
It's easy to see why people are switching to scrub-free bathroom cleaner. It cleans on contact.
We put the lime juice in the Skittle, we are pleased to reveal. We put the orange juice in Skittles to give a more appeal. I say Skittles, I would like to introduce, I say Skittles. Now there's real fruit juice, we put the grape juice in the Skittle and the strawberry too. And the juice of the lemon, so you have yourself a few. Real fruit juice in Skittles, bite-sized candy Skittles. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors, woo.
When delicious peanutty cream comes together with a crunchy candy shell, what you got is Reese's Pieces, one great tasting candy. In a crazy world where things don't always fit, it's great to know there are some that do. Reese's Pieces, the winning combination.
Budweiser and Bud Light join with USA Today to give baseball fans something new. Now, for the first time, you can also pick up an official All-Star fan ballot free wherever you pick up Bud or Bud Light. Vote for your favorite Major League players. Then, test your baseball trivia and win valuable prizes.
Answers are in USA Today every day.
So fans, settle back with a cold Bud or Bud Light. Vote for your favorite All-Stars and be part of a baseball tradition.
Take the challenge and play along with Jeopardy! Tonight at 7.
Tomorrow, the latest on the crash of United 232. Also, Olympic gold medalist Carl Lewis and Sylvester Stallone on Good Morning America tomorrow.
You're watching Eric and Darrell Live.
Raisin Nut Bran tastes better. Tastes better than Kellogg's, better than Post. It's got juicy nut-covered raisins and big, crisp flakes.
People have a better time around Raisin Nut Bran.
The best tasting Raisin Bran.
Your first fishing trip, and this fever hit. Poor kid. Didn't even get to catch a fish. You'll be all right. The children's Tylenol is already working.
Children's Tylenol to bring fever down fast.
I wouldn't trust anything else for you.
You wouldn't?
It's the one your doctor gives his own little boy. When you feel better, we'll get you a big one.
Children's Tylenol, the one most pediatricians give their own children. Why trust anything else?
Let's go, Dad!
It's here.
Traffic 2 over.
A sleek new example of design leadership. A sophisticated sports sedan with true feel-of-the-road handling. Its name, Ford Tempo GLS. The new Ford Tempo GLS. A more sophisticated way to express your driving ambition.
Now get a $500 cash bonus from Ford on manual transmission Tempos.
There's nothing like the sights and sounds of summer. Look for the Michelob Light and Michelob Dry Beach display at a store near you.
Presenting Kodacolor Gold 100.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors.
Kodacolor Gold 100 gives you the truest color, the most accurate color of any print film.
True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow.
Sunday on Our House. Another one. In the aftermath of disaster, the family struggles to be reunited.
Get back here!
Then,
it's hot off the press.
Last Sunday, you made Family Ties America's #1 show. Ooh. The surprises just get better in an all-new Family Ties.
Sunday.
My fellow Americans, you're watching Eric and Darrell.
Why risk your neck on dangerous outdoor sports? Enjoy the newest indoor sport, MTV Music Television. Ever feel as if there's no way out? Win the MTV Escape Hatch and get away. If it's cold where you live, go tropical. If you live where it's hot, go where it's not. Hot or cold, MTV and American Express vacation stores will fly you to the climate of your choice. 7 days and 6 nights, all expenses paid, are yours and a friend's to enjoy. Plus, we'll even toss in $1,000 spending money for extra fun. The MTV Escape Kit is yours to travel with. You'll get your own portable VCR, TV, and video cassettes. Take along video music wherever you go. Your getaway is over. Or is it? A brand new 1983 Renault Fuego Turbo will be waiting in your driveway. The MTV Escape Mobile, yours for keeps. To enter and go, just send a postcard to MTV's Escape Hatch, P.O. Box 1211, Radio City Station, New York, New York, 10101. 100 runners-up win a Toshiba stereo cassette player. The MTV Escape Hatch, the trip, the video recording system, the car. It could all be yours from MTV.
Jay Trotter always knew the odds were against him.
I'm broke.
That's what made a day like today
You might be walking around lucky.
so beautiful.
You got the long shot.
God likes me!
May I buy you a drink?
I don't see why not. I'm on the pill.
He really likes me!
Richard Dreyfuss, Let It Ride.
You're a wonderful guy.
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, August 18th at theaters everywhere.
Then what'd she do?
She kissed me.
No.
Uh-huh.
2 cold ones. I knew a girl like that once.
You did?
We're playing this game called Spin the Bottle. And when it stopped, it was pointing right at me.
Then what?
She kissed me.
So what'd you do?
I married her.
Can't be Coca-Cola Classic. Does Grandma know?
She's a little suspicious. How old was that girl?
Very old. 8.
You've spent a lot of money on your stereo, yet you feel that something's not quite right.
there are problems. Your neighbors, for instance, don't exactly enjoy your musical selections. Or maybe your speaker sound is leaving you a little rattled. There could be a number of things blocking your stereo enjoyment. Get your sound off the ground with Sound Suspenders. Sound Suspenders will improve your audio quality. By elevating your speakers, you can eliminate those annoying problems. Cut out that excessive bass reverberation and annoying thump, thump, thump. And Sound Suspenders can keep your speakers away from curious little hands. Sound Suspenders are safe and easy to install. With this patented method, they can be hung as easily as a household plant. Sound Suspenders, a maximum return for a minimum investment.
Sound Suspenders are available through this special offer for only $29.95. To order, call now, 800-538-8157, extension 949. In California, call 800-672-3470, extension 949. Visa and MasterCard accepted.
There is nothing wrong with your MTV. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. We will control the video. We will control the audio. We can make it buzz, hiss. We can make the music soft. Or make your television explode. For the next hour, sit quietly or get up and dance. You are about to participate in a cable adventure, which reaches from the outer limits to your inner sanctum. You are experiencing the sight and sound of MTV. Music television.
You are entering a battlefield of the future. The Star Wars Jedi Arena.
Becoming a Jedi Master takes practice. Using your lightsaber, try to penetrate your opponent's defenses. But watch out, the whirling seeker can attack on its own. So follow your instincts. Now you're ready to take on any challenger who dares to oppose you.
Play the Jedi Arena home video game, alone or head-to-head. The challenge awaits you. From Parker Brothers, the ones to beat.
Saturday, see the Fax Girls become Golden Girls.
Have the body of a 40-year-old woman. Well, give it that, because you're getting it all wrinkled.
On 227, what does Sandra do with a hot date?
Where I kicked him, he not only saw cum, he saw food, too.
Then on the Golden Girls.
I haven't had sex in 15 years, and it's starting to get on my nerves.
It's Twice the Laughs in a special one-hour episode.
Saturday.
Now, incredible deals await you at exciting destinations across the country. It's our Burger King Summertime Twofer, a complete package which includes 2 flame broiled burgers, 2 regular fries for just $2. You'll also receive deluxe accommodations during your stay, unlimited use of our facilities, and great family entertainment. So visit any of our luxurious locations and get 2 burgers, 2 regular fries, and all this for just $2. The Burger King Twofer, available for a limited time, transportation not included.
Smooth, mellow, Michelob.
Check into the Hotel Alp. You rang? When the Tanners relive their honeymoon.
Welcome to Niagara Falls.
Hit it, Brian! Monday. Then on Valerie's Family.
When's the last time you saw something really scary on TV?
The family relives their worst nightmares. Monday.
Are you sure you want that soft drink?
Why?
A 7-Up might be nice.
Why?
I like it.
Why?
7-Up is light and refreshing, crisp and clean, and no caffeine. Never had it, never will. All of these other soft drinks have caffeine.
Why?
Why? Why? Good question.
Don't you feel good about 7-Up?
MTV comes to you in stereo, in high-fidelity sound, in rich, deep, dulcet tones, with highs higher than your TV can imagine, and lows lower than it's ever known. We'd like to give everyone MTV in stereo right now, but we can't. It's something you have to do for yourself. Call your local cable company for a special hookup to get MTV Music Television in stereo. You'll be so glad you did.
His new date.
Don't date a priest, it's bad luck.
And an amen hold on when the deacon cooks up a storm.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Come home Saturday.
It's Eric and Darrell back from the break. Get ready for fun, 'cause we're not done. Yeah! Hell yeah! Eric and
Hello, everybody.
All right, we're back. We're back.
All right. So, what you guys think about all those advertisements?
The advertisements?
Does it make you want to go and buy a brand new Ford for $6,000?
I mean,
it's like those
take my
prizes
money,
is.
please.
Crazy.
Hey.
Thank you, Violator.
Thank you, Violator.
Man, we were just talking about Beverly Hills Cop 4 today.
I know. They are, it is all over the advertisement stuff. I see.
So we were talking about
all the time.
We were talking about Judge Reinhold for one thing.
Yeah, it's so good to see him out in the world again, right?
Yeah,
it's like he just kind of disappeared, and then now I see him. I see like interviews with him pop up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he's very kind of mild mannered and very nice sounding, and he's like, oh man, I've got this great story to tell.
Right? We need to get him on X5.
Yeah,
that'd be weird.
I bet he would be amazing. He would fit in that crowd perfectly.
Probably, yeah. So Judge Reinhold. So I watched a movie last night before we start talking about Beverly Hills Cop 4. But I watched a movie last night with the old judge in it. Fast Time,
because you watched Fast Time at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I don't think I'd ever actually seen it, or if I did, it was like on VHS, and it was just like once maybe.
Yeah.
And I just nothing was ringing a bell, and I watched the whole thing last night. And man, there's a lot of nudity in it. I mean, like it was definitely rated R, but I was like, wow, this is like kind of wild for 1983 or whatever it was.
Oh man, it's got that freaking famous coming out of the pool shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, what's her name?
Was that Phoebe Cates?
Phoebe. Yeah.
It was Phoebe Cates. Yeah, fucking beautiful.
Yeah. But yeah, that was that was a funny movie. You know, the stoner surfer was what's his name? Madonna's husband. Sean Penn, yeah.
Former.
But yeah, that was
husband.
Madonna's husband, yeah. But anyway, so I got myself
so it
a judge.
is a little strange that you're surprised by the amount of nudity. In my mind, 80s was just jam packed with, especially them titties. I mean, there were bouncing titties all over the 80s
Yeah,
movies.
you're right though. You're right. Like it just seemed like they just throw them in all the time. But it was always kind of like not flattering too a lot of times. Not in the movie I'm talking about, but just in general. Like there'd be a comedy, it's like, okay, that's
definitely
weird.
More for comedic.
Yeah.
Ha, 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 look at the bouncing titties.
Right.
That's hilarious.
It's hilarious. But I mean, there's no doubt why I didn't see this when I was a kid, because I mean, my parents would not have let me, and we didn't have
cover your eyes.
We didn't have Cinemax back then or anything like that. So
yeah.
But yeah, funny movie. It's kind of weird how it's not really about anything. It's just about a bunch of students from a class in school. Like it's just kind of all over the place, but it was fun anyway. So yeah, good movie. Beverly Hills Cop 4 though, definitely on my list. I have to watch it because I loved all the other ones. I mean, come on, Axel F. That's
if
awesome.
Anything would get me back into a movie theater, I think it would be a movie like that. That sounds like something you would need to like go sit in a movie theater and watch.
But it's streaming though. I don't even think it's at the theater.
It wasn't even released in the theaters?
I don't even know.
That's a strange choice.
Yeah.
I mean, like Dune 2, yeah, just pipe it into my home. Like I don't have any interest, but oh my God, Netflix?
Yeah, it's just a Netflix release. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, that needs to be in theaters. That is the first movie I've heard literally since before COVID that I'd be like, I would rather see that in a theater.
And this means that they're trying to maximize their profit here on their, $30 million baby or whatever this is. And they've done so much research that they were convinced entirely not to go to theaters with it.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you have to know that someone has done the research.
We all know that theaters are
pieces of crap now.
Well, it's a sad reality to look in the face, but I think it's true. I can foresee a future where there are no more movie theaters.
Yeah. Oh, I see Sally in the hello, Sally. She said Caleb and I enjoyed it. Caleb was the one here tonight, actually at my party, talking about it. But yeah, if it's on Netflix, that's easy too, right? Like, because that's another thing. If it's in the theater, oh man, I gotta leave and stuff. Gotta buy a ticket and drive, and then drive back. I mean, I do it. Me and my sister, we go to the movies a lot. I mean, not a lot, like every other Sunday or something like that.
$5 ticket, $1, soft drink, $1 popcorn. They do that again. I think you're going to save movie theaters.
Yeah, part of the fun too is the popcorn. I enjoy theater popcorn, and the stomach ache after it is nice too.
The stomach ache afterwards.
Because the butter's not butter. It's
Oh no, it's oil.
It's oil. It's
some sort of oil.
They spray some oil on it, and you just hope that your gut is okay with that. So by the way, Violator, his other question was, what's your favorite fast food items? So back when I was a kid, because now no fast food is going to be entering this hole. That was a weird way to say it, but
he's got other holes, ladies and gentlemen, that they'll definitely enter.
Oh, there goes
just not that one.
There goes the old Mexi Melt. Oh, okay.
But you got to roll it tight. Up the keister.
Oh boy. So I mean, okay. So back in the day, from McDonald's would have been the double cheeseburger for $1.
Double cheeseburger for $1.
That's
okay.
what I bought through my 20s and probably some of my 30s. It was the double cheeseburger, $1. You could buy 2 of them. At one point in my life, I got kind of big. It's 2 double cheeseburgers, $2. Eat it. I like their fries too.
Quarter pounder with cheese
Quarter pounder.
Plain quarter pounder with cheese. That was my go-to as a child.
Okay.
I didn't eat fries, so it was just a sandwich and a Coke. Plain quarter pounder with cheese and fries.
Yeah.
That would have been like, I don't know, 8 to probably high school. And then I started ordering them with ketchup. Quarter pounder cheese, ketchup only.
Yeah, quarter pounder with cheese is what I got before the dollar menu, I guess. Yeah. Like way back, like in the 90s, I guess. Yeah. That was my go-to.
Burger King for a long time was the chicken sandwich and also the bacon double cheeseburger. Ketchup only.
Bacon double cheeseburger. So Burger King, I didn't really like their burgers that much. So I was always like a nugget guy at Burger King. Yeah, I didn't really love the nuggets at McDonald's, but that would be my nugget place, would be Burger King for some reason.
Oh, because they had the long ones.
Yeah. No, those were the chicken fries.
Well, that came later.
Yeah, that came later.
But even so, like they had more like a kind of a longer.
Let's see. Let me find a picture.
Taller chicken.
They were just
tender.
Crispier.
They were like chicken
here we
tenders.
Sorry. Oh my God! It's just blowing up now. Okay, how do we make that go away? Man,
that's how metal we are. Woo! 2 of those in one show. Holy fuck!
I was like,
that's
what
right,
is going
people.
on?
All right. Anyways,
oh my God.
Back to the chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that got a little crazy.
You want your screen up. Allow me to facilitate that.
Oh my God. So the nuggets were like that. They were just more breaded and crispy. Like they felt more like chicken than the actual chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Chicken nuggets from McDonald's, like although I liked them, they were kind of plasticky, but these were more like bready, crumbly.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
And so I liked it better, and plus I think this was like dark meat instead of light meat or something like that too, which changes the flavor of the meat.
I think you're hard pressed to suggest that either one of those were any specific type of meat.
Yeah, it's probably just a bunch of meats like ground up.
Whatever was
one,
left over.
Yeah. That makes sense. Franken nugget, yes. But yeah, that was like my go-to, McDonald's and Burger King, I guess.
I ate a lot of Burger King because, obviously Larry and I had one right up the street from us, so we could walk to it.
Yeah.
So that was instant fast food.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a Crystal up the street from us, but we didn't really eat Crystal. Of course, Crystal only came later once you got to drinking age.
That's true. Yep. When you could drive, and it was just
you'd be drunk as fuck driving, and and it's 3 a.m, and Crystal's still open, and you're just like hunched in the seat, and you're just like, I is like the 10 a sack full. Give me a sack full, because in your mind you're like, if I don't eat them, I'll eat the rest tomorrow. It's like lunch. It's only like $5. It's like $5. It's ketchup only. 20 crystals with cheese, ketchup only. And then
it felt like such a task, to order.
Oh God,
and it's like such a. But what a payoff, right? They give you a giant bag of crappy little thin
and of course
patty.
And then they've all got mustard on them, and you're just like, fucking fair.
Right.
It's not what I ordered, but
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you wake up the next day. Why are there so many crystal wrappers all over the floor? And on me, on my chest. Was I?
Did I have 6 people with me last night? What was? Certainly, I didn't eat all of these by myself.
Yep. Remember when McD's cheeseburger meal was? Oh, it used to be $2.99. I do. I remember that exact price. In fact, yeah, $2.99. You get the drink too. You get everything.
Oh man, the summer I lived in New York, towards the end of my run, I subsisted on the $1 fish sandwich. Every lunch, I would go into the local McDonald's and get the $1
fish sandwich. They made a good fish sandwich. I remember eating that. That was good. Burger King had a good one too. Nowadays, I'd be like, I don't even know if that's fish. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, what is it? Goldfish? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, there was a thing. Remember the Subway had a big thing about its tuna fish not really being tuna fish. And it was all over the news and stuff. Apparently, some group.
How's tuna fish not?
Well, they took the meat and then they took a sample of the meat and then had it sent off to a lab to come back to tell you what chemicals are in the meat. But then the lab came back and were like, "Well, this isn't even meat." They gave them a big list of chemicals and they're like, "Here's what we found," and they're like, "Oh, so they just made this out of all these chemicals, add a little this, a little that, a little this, and cook it for this long and do okay." Well, so they submitted it back to Subway, and Subway's like, "Oh no, that's completely wrong. It's totally tuna fish. Trust us. Eat fresh." And it was like, "Do y'all have any proof?" They're like, "I mean, we can't show you that. That's secret. That's proprietary information." And I think they left it there. And I was like, "Okay, well, we're done then." So I don't know. When you eat the tuna fish, you might be eating something. I don't know.
Fooled enough, people.
But I figure that's probably fast food all through the ages. If anybody was even cared enough, they would to take some meat samples and have them taken to a lab. They would have found out. But I don't think anybody really did, cared enough, really. I mean, I never heard of anybody doing that. I don't know. So, interesting. And then Jared turned out to be a freak, huh?
Talking about $5 footlongs.
Hey-oh.
Whatever that means. Okay, so switching gears. Click, click, clunk. Let me just drop the clutch here. Yeah, so one of the coolest projects we've done recently came out of the freaking blue.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, there's this new age artist called David Arkenstone, and we loved him as kids, and we've been listening to his music ever since. Still listen to him to this very day. Got to meet him, did an interview. Some of you may have seen that. If you haven't seen that, it's a great interview. Go check it out. It's on our channel.
Yeah.
So out of the blue, after about 6 months since the last contact, I get an email from his manager asking us to do a video for his new album release. And we were just like, oh, let's do this. This is awesome. Because think about it this way. When we were kids, we were making movies and we took his music to put in our videos.
Yeah.
Now, all this time later, we finally meet him and we kind of get to have this relationship with him, and now he asks us to make a video for his music. And so our 12-year-old selves are just like beyond excited. It's come full circle, right? So
yeah, it's like we can die now.
Yeah, it was totally cool. So David Argentone,
if there's any assassins out there,
yeah, just bring it on. Bring it on.
Bring it on, because we're
right
done
here. So yeah, David Argentone is releasing his new album, Quest for the Runestone. It's out now, actually, 6 days ago.
Which is so epic sounding, right? Like, and being huge Sierra fans, as me and Darrell were in the 80s.
Yeah.
Loving like King's Quest, Police Quest, Space Quest, Heroes Quest, everything Quest. And then here comes the latest Arkenstone called Quest for the Runestone. It was like, of course we wanted to make a video. And it's like, we're offering you, a pre-release album. Oh, dang, I thought I had it right next to me. I think it's way over there. And you can play 2 tracks from the album.
Yeah.
One in which no one's ever heard before. So it's kind of a special, cool, exclusive. And whatever you want to do, you do. And like, I think one of the first questions was like, well, can we like edit the music? You know what I mean? It's like, if you just take the one song, that's great. But, within one of the songs that he gave us, there was like an epic orchestral moment. And then there was like this minimal kind of like sentimental, kind of almost sad moment. And there was lots of moments in there. And we're like, wow, if we're allowed to like edit, we could take these different parts and put it in our story and it'll be perfect. And he was totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Because the song is super epic and it, anyway.
Well, what was interesting to me is that, of course, Kathy, his manager, comes to us and is like, hey, he's got this CD. It's got a special box, with a lot of goodies inside. So essentially, we want you to do an unboxing video. But and I think in their mind, they were like, oh, traditional unboxing video. But immediately, I think both of us were just like,
no.
Oh my God, no, this has to be like epic as crap, just like his music.
Yeah.
Oh. Right?
Yeah. 6th of July, baby. Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
I'm a fan. I love you guys.
We
love you, George.
So their concept of the video for us was just like very simple, but of course we're like going complete opposite direction. We're like, and it's gotta be huge, it's gotta be thing. And so taking cues from the source material, of course. Well, it's based on fantasy and like epic fantasy. So we're like, well, then it has to be epic fantasy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a Viking theme, so kind of Norse, as far as the album, right? But our video didn't have to be that particularly. Although we kind of thought about it, we're like, well, we'd be wearing furs and we would, be more Viking. But we're like, well, doesn't have to be. Plus, we didn't want the story to act like we're acting out the story of the actual
right.
Quest for the Runestone, which is a book, a story that comes with the album. So we're like, it has to stand outside of that, but we knew for sure we're not going to just stand there behind a table and start unboxing things and be like, here's this, here's this.
Exactly.
It's like we now have our boundary. We know the limitation. What can we do that's super fun inside of that?
The thing I love about like when inspiration sparks and then like we have the two of us to like kind of bounce stuff off of, it's like immediately boom, we knew, well, they were thinking here, we were thinking here, and and then we had kind of like an initial. You always have like initial. Oh, what if this? But that's just like your starting point. And then we just kind of ran with it. And then suddenly we had something like even more. And there was like, it was like very narrative. There was like this whole like section where there's like multiple characters, and it just like immediately expanded. And then suddenly we just had a script, and we're like, oh gosh, yeah, boom, boom, boom. We had a timeline. We had a, it had to be done at a certain date.
Yeah, we had a deadline. So suddenly it was like, go, 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 go. And I love those moments because everything becomes a frenzy, and you start kind of like almost like not even keeping track of time, but like all this stuff is happening around you, and it just makes your brain kick into gear, and that's when the juices really start flowing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a little longer too, and we had to whittle it down. We're like, yeah, we don't want this to be so much about our little story and our little movie. We want it to be about the unboxing. So it's like, let's cut a little bit away from us, that's the fun of it. Right. And our friend Tommy Hodge, who was the thief, is really cool. He's an old friend of ours, great actor. We just figured he would have a lot of fun with it. But you have some pictures, right?
I do.
We got some cool behind the scenes pictures and some video.
Boom.
Prescott said, "Did you guys just AI this sucker like 5 minutes before the deadline?" Soon we will be able to do that, I feel like. But so here we are at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I think we went to Michael's hobby store here in town, and looked around for anything that might look like a treasure chest, and actually found that one.
I remember you called me from Michael's.
Yeah.
And we were discussing like, so what should this thing be in? And at this point, like we didn't have the actual CD yet. They were waiting for it to come out of production, and then they were going to ship it to us. And so we had no idea. I mean, they kind of loosely described what it was. They said a box.
Yeah, we didn't know if it's gonna be like
we didn't
a
know
weird
if it was
shaped
like a
or
big
some
box,
crazy,
or like, is it going to be made of? But I mean, it was just essentially a CD box, just a little thicker. But
yeah,
like we just had no specs on it, so we had no idea. So I was like, so Eric's at Hobby Lobby, looking for stuff. I'm like frantically like emailing Cindy, trying to like get like specs for like how big is this thing, will it fit inside? And then I'm I'm texting Eric saying, okay, these are the dimensions, and like, okay, and then they come across this and they're like, oh yes, that'll definitely fit inside. So
yeah. Go to the next one. This was I guess just opening in the box. And these were just texts that I sent you. Oh yeah, and these are coloring it. So we bought some stain. Want to get it, looking like an actual chest, and it's like everything at the craft store is like naked wood. So obviously like gotta stain it. So that's Kim staining everything. Kim did a lot of work on all the props and stuff. So that's really cool. She even cooked the chicken for us, which was nice. So that turned out good. Oh yeah, and here's a shot of how the chest looked. Okay, this is no color grading. This is just raw out of the camera. We had a flicker light in the background to simulate fire, and then it comes down here, and then you see it in the shot. There's also a nanlite box or something in the.
Which we've never covered up.
Yeah. But anyway, that's just raw footage. But yeah, I mean, it turned out great, right? Off onto the maps. This was really fun.
This was fun.
And you made these all yourself. I did the graphics
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so we need a map. We know that. So I started searching for, because I think I'd come across these before. I don't remember how, but I knew like somebody made like stock that was like kind of like ancient scroll type stock. And I just found it on Amazon and ordered a whole packet of it.
So you got it a while back?
No,
or did you get it for
mean,
this?
For this.
Oh, I kind of always felt like you just had it or something. I don't know why.
Yeah. Like I found it on Amazon.
That's cool.
And ordered it. It came in, and then
nice.
So I texted Eric. I was like, "Hey, we need can you AI a map?"
Yeah.
And so he did, and like did you go through several? What was
I went through a ton of different like iterations, because AI, I use Midjourney, and it was just, fixing the prompts and generating like a bunch of these until I was happy. And then I showed you some, and it was like, it needs to have like forests and mountains, because that's literally like the only two terrains that we have in this video. No rivers or oceans, So then I brought it into Photoshop and made it a little better, because, AI art's wonky always. So I touched it up, moved some stuff around, and then just gave you the high res file. I was like, all right, print it out. We're good. You got it with you.
And so, so like this is a naked version. This is just like when I printed it out on my printer, it came out like this, which is it looks really nice, right?
Yeah,
it's got this kind of rough edges, and it's that kind of certain color makes it look like it's old and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was like, that doesn't look like an ancient map, It needs some weathering. It needs something. So I just started kind of trying to play around. Like, okay, let's stain it with coffee, stain it with tea, stain it with fruit juices. Mm-hmm. Take a flame to it and kind of burn the edges, which is very tricky because like that stuff burns very easily. It'll get out of control very quickly. What I wound up finding, and that was actually the final map right there.
That one baking right now.
Yeah. What I found looked best was pouring coffee over it and then putting it in the oven and then letting it bake, which then kind of dries the coffee on it. So you get kind of like, it's thicker in some places. And then I took a wine glass and I dipped it in, I think it was cherry juice.
Fancy.
I dipped the bottom of the wine glass in cherry juice, and then I set it down on it to make that ring, like somebody had been drinking wine that had spilt or something, and then they set it down on the map, and then we're like, oh fuck, and then, and then
because it was stolen from the Archduke's library, so he's a big uppity guy kind of guy.
So that was the final map.
Why didn't we use this shot in the movie?
I couldn't find a good place to put it in.
Would have been like after
things were moving so quickly.
Oh, for the pacing, yeah.
It just didn't work for the pacing. I had it in at one point. I think when
after I said my line, and then you say, Eric.
Let the adventure
exactly.
begin. Yeah,
because you were standing there looking at the map. And that would have been a good place.
I cut it in there, but it just killed because like things needed to move along, and it killed the timing. Actually, I'm going to show.
And we were in a very big rush to edit too. We were very like,
we had so much going on at that time.
Yeah.
So like I did several versions. This was a version that used a lot of fruit juice, and then you could see how the burning can get out of control, where I burned a big old hole in it.
Yeah.
My favorite one was this one. But like to the naked eye, this was my favorite one. But I think on camera, it just reads too dark.
Yeah.
But
not enough contrast. Yeah, it seems like even right now it's
exactly.
Hard to,
it didn't have enough contrast. Yeah. But yeah, this was my favorite. But so I chose the one that had the best middle ground.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, and there it is, right here. That was actually the shot that was used in the film. I set it up. I weighed it down with rocks. I took this photo and then I dropped it in and then I animated it with some animated like
little dots,
little dashes, of our journey going over that.
That was really cool. Yeah.
Which it wound up looking really good. I was like, is this gonna look good? But it looked great. So there you go.
So here's the first day. Here's the shoot. In the morning, we woke up super early, and me and you, we had already scouted the area, which was Montesano Mountain. So we hiked up it.
We shot this on Montesano Mountain. Now in Huntsville, Alabama, Montesano is like the mountain of Huntsville, right? You know, like Huntsville is a big flat area. It's a valley. And then Montesano is the big mountain, which in most places is just like a foothill. But most of the mountain is like a park area, and it's natural park. It is not. It is rugged. It is rough terrain. It is not. It's wild country essentially with some vague paths that are kind of carved into it, but it is not like Central
it's not like
Park.
It's not like a walking path. Like it's it's real outdoorsy.
It's very
stuff like
natural nature kind of park. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. And then like there's a lot of different trails, and then we looked on the website and it said that the trail that we took was the most difficult of all the trails on the mountain. So if you're, really wanting a nice workout, hey, we offer this one. Well, that was the one we had to take because that was the only one that went up to the cool cave that we wanted to film in. And we'll show you why it was even more difficult in a minute. we made it more difficult on ourselves, but anyway. This is us at the camp, at the base camp, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, the parking lot.
Yeah. And we're about to get into costume and get all of our gear ready and stuff like that.
That's us with Caleb. Caleb
was a big help. Yeah. And there's Caleb holding the camera and all the gear. Everybody's in a row. And that was kind of the start of the path where it was real easy. We're like, oh, this is a cinch, right? This is easy. Okay. And then we had this little cart with most of the heavy gear in it, which seemed like a great idea. It's an off-road cart that we got at Home Depot. And, seemed to do okay, except for most of the parts where you're going over tons of rocks and like, trees and stuff. And then you're like, well, you have to pick it up and carry it for a minute. So it got to be really tough. Right now you're seeing the wives handling it at the moment. Someone passed us on a bike. Oh, I see. You got the wives working on it. We're like, well, we take turns, but there they are, lugging this thing, man. It was,
and this is early on. This is the easy parts.
This is still easy looking. Couple more of these, but it was, oh man. And this is Alabama in the summer. This is very hot.
Yeah.
It was 104 degrees here yesterday, by the way.
Wow.
So yeah, it gets crazy. But yeah, it's been 90, 95, 98 all week on average. And there's like some roots and trees and stuff like that, but anyway, but we got everything there. Everything was fine, except I guess we lost something. Something fell out of it, and had to trace it back.
And just to give you some context, it's about a 2-mile hike. So
Welsh, yeah.
It was probably like an hour and a half journey.
There,
yeah,
and then back, yeah. There we are, enjoying that we landed where we did. We finally got to our destination, which was these rocks. And really, we didn't go into a cave. It was just so many rocks and big, giant stones stacked on each other and stuff that we just walked in between all these giant stones, and it seemed like a cave. So we're like, okay, cool, we're in a cave, you know.
Yeah.
So, getting the camera ready there. Getting some shots. There's Darrell putting a belt on me, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Here's some vertical video. This is a shot that didn't make the movie. We walked up here and stopped and looked at the map or something like that. And we're like, I think it's this way. Let's go this way. Something like that. Oh, this is on the way back. Kim's on the ground. We had to stop and rest for a minute. We're like, oh my God. It's like straight uphill with all this stuff. We're like, man, this is pretty easy coming down, but wow, going back up. Ooh. Man.
So the way the schedule worked was like we got there like first thing in the morning, and then we had something like 5 hours to shoot, to get to the cave, shoot it, and then come back, which seems like a lot. At that point, after those 5 hours, I think at like 2 o'clock or something like that, then Tommy, our friend, was going to come and we were going to shoot the intro scene. So it's now like 1:30.
Yeah.
Or 1:45 or something like that. And we are just finishing. And I'm like, well, Tommy's going to be here, and it's like an hour back.
Oh yeah. This was just the cave shoot. This wasn't like the thief, you know, all that intro stuff.
Because we had so many issues because we weren't expecting it to take so long to hike there because of the cart and, you know, just the terrain and everything. It took us so long. And on top of that, we had some issues with the camera where we lost a piece that was like the power cord. We lost the power cord, so we couldn't power the camera anymore. So we had to switch gears and use different cameras than we expected to use.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So we wound up shooting this on 3 different cameras.
Yeah.
Like we had a full cinema camera with like anamorphic lenses and like all this stuff set up. You can see it in this picture. But then we wound up shooting the bulk of it on like our phone. So like we're getting closer and closer to time for Tommy to show up, and he's going to just be sitting there. And it's going to be an hour back. So I was like, okay, guys, I'm going to get back as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And then you guys make your way back, and I'll just kind of keep Tommy entertained. So I hoofed it. I made it back in about, probably under 30 minutes, but like there were a couple of times where I had to stop and I was just like, if I die now, okay, I guess it was all worth it. But I finally made it back. And I think it was probably over an hour before you guys made it back.
Oh yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So
it took us a while with that cart and all that stuff. Yeah.
Tommy and I just like sat around chit-chatting and whatnot. So, but anyways, here's some more of the kind of cave area.
So if you watch the movie, the caves are all orange, that orange kind of Utah looking, there we are like, nope, we back up.
Oh yeah.
But that was color grading because all the stuff around here is all limestone County and all this, and everything's limestone. Everything is gray.
Yeah.
But for the movie, I was like, man, it just seems like it should be orange, more epic. And here's just a little place that I took a picture of. I thought, if this is if we're doing a Viking thing, like a Viking longhouse, this looks just like, or even if it's not Viking, it just looks medieval, right? You just fill it with all the medieval people, with like, you know, maybe a tavern or something, right? You know, like with bottles, and just dress it up, light it. I mean, this would be a super cinematic, epic place that already exists. We don't have to build that set. Right there, it's already done. Like, so I just wanted a picture of it just for later, you know, use to go, we might be back for that, because these things are at the state park over there, and you can just rent these. So I was like, well, okay, you just rent them. All your actors come in, you shoot your shots, and you're done. Like, you know, and that's how the outside looks. Definitely don't want to shoot the outside because it kind of looks a little modern, but you know, but the inside, totally. Okay, here's the torch thing. The torches were just sticks with gauze wrapped around them.
So early on, we were like, okay, this is epic fantasy, right? We have to have torches.
Yeah, it's like we had to have that one shot at least. Like
this
somewhere.
This was our like freaking 12-year-old selves just being like,
yeah, like Indiana Jones.
We can make some torches.
Totally.
We just have to have a shot of torches. Why? Because it's cool.
Yeah, and it was so much effort, but I mean, you know, so the strings that tie that keep the gauze tight can't go up in flames and just snap. So they have to be coated in wax. So Kim, we at Michael's craft store, we bought a bunch of string, but they didn't sell wax string. So she bought candle wax and all this other stuff and manually waxed the strings, tied it up, and then you just dip the tip into kerosene, which we had a lot of kerosene because I have a kerosene heater, and then just light it. And it's like freaking perfect. There's another angle. Here's the test that we did. So we went ahead and we wetted the stick itself so that the kerosene, hopefully, or the flame wouldn't like travel down the wood. But it seems to be contained completely in the gauze. And so you could move it around pretty well and it wouldn't do anything weird. So it was a great freaking torch, man. It's awesome. So yeah. Very cool. And the sound it makes too. You know. Yeah, it's super cool. But yeah, we'll use that again. And here's the raw camera shot of that scene. So I just lit mine off of his, and we were getting ready, you know, getting Caleb ready. He had the camera. And he moves it in, and then we go in. Like, you know, and what was funny about that is because like some people came in and like we're trying not to let anybody know that we were doing
before we were about to do this. We were just about to light it, and some tourists came through.
Yeah, just two people randomly. We're like, ooh. We didn't have anything lit at the time.
No.
So we were just like, you know, I know the wonderment on my face. Like,
oh, what's ahead of me? Acting!
But it turned out great. And like we had wet T-shirts that Kim, she was just off camera. She put a wet T-shirt right over the flame and wrapped it real quick. Like we were just like right after this shot, we put it out and then that was it. So
it's something I noticed after the fact. Like if you hold something, you hold it like this, right? Except I've got my thumb on the other side for some reason. I'm like holding it like this.
Oh, that's weird. Why are you holding it all weirdly?
I don't know. It's retarded, and I hate it.
Like I hold my beer like this, not like
yeah, like cheers.
Cheers. It's like this weird thumb just hanging out.
Cheers.
Hey,
but
everybody.
that's all I can see now when I see that scene. It's like, why am I and like if you look at the test, I wasn't doing that. Look, I'm holding it like an epic warrior would.
Like a pro.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you freak out and you got all thummy
and then now
on us.
on the day, I'm all like, I'm stupid with my like stupid thumb. Why?
Man. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and delete that video from our channel.
Just fire me.
It's ruined now. It is ruined. All right. I guess lastly, we got the campfire scene.
The campfire scene.
We got one light on the backdrop.
Yep.
This is my backyard, actually.
That's your backyard.
This is before the pool was installed. So right now there's a pool there, but so it was one light hitting the trees. We had one color tube that's hanging out behind Darrell, kind of vertically, and that was flickering to simulate the fire hitting our face or whatever.
Because surprisingly, like fire isn't quite enough light to light for a movie. So
no, not really. Yeah.
So you need to augment it.
Like dark and grainy and kind of lame looking.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
But Eric didn't want to burn his grass, so we set the fire up on cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks.
And then we sat on cinder blocks.
Yeah.
And then we set the camera just kind of at a level shot to where you just don't ever see any of that. So it just looks like we're, I don't know, sitting on logs or something by a fire.
Yeah. Simple setup. 2 lights, 1 camera. So, yeah, we sat there. We filmed all the stuff with the chicken and all that stuff. And, man, we busted it out. But that was fun. That was really cool.
It was fun.
Got it out on the due date. And David Arkansas loved it. His manager loved it too. Yep. Really cool. Very fun.
It was awesome. And then I guess the continuation of the story is the fact that Cindy then mentions, like, after we turned the video in, they were all like, oh my God, this is so amazing. She's like, oh yeah, I meant to tell you guys that you're invited to this event that we're doing in Los Angeles. And this is like 2 days before the event.
Yeah.
And I had some airline miles to burn, and I was like, hey, let's just go. And of course, not everybody can just like drop everything and freaking fly to LA.
But Darrell can.
But I actually, it was in the cards for me. So like, I didn't have anything going on. I had some airline miles to burn, and I had like a free car rental. So like, it all kind of lined up to where I could like make it happen for a cheap kind of expense. And so like, yeah, I like 2 days after we dropped the video, I popped off to LA. And
dreaming in dog years is asking your favorite airline. I already know the answer.
Favorite? I don't know, but I do use Delta a lot because I live in Atlanta. And Delta is the official airline of Atlanta, Georgia.
But where I'm at, it's United. So
yeah, there you go.
Or it's that cheap one, Frontier.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like $2.99 per seat. It's like a
don't do it.
It's like a value meal from 1988 in McDonald's.
The value meal of airlines.
Yes.
So what I'm showing you is nothing but the stills I took. I don't know why I took this picture, but this is me in the airport. And I don't know why I took that picture. It's a screenshot of my phone of me filming something. But anyways, and then this is I saw some. So this is once I landed in LA, and I'm on the bus to the car rental place, and I was like looking at this guy's shoes. I'm like, those are kind of cool. So I took a picture of him. Yeah.
Was it a sneaky picture? Like he didn't see it?
Yeah. Totally.
Were you pretending to look at your phone when you're actually looking at the camera app? You're
I
like,
do that all the time. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I am totally stealing people's pictures. Anyways, so this is later that day after I got the car. I drove to Los Feliz, and I was like, so I left Atlanta at like 6 a.m. and landed in LA at 7 a.m. So it's like the magic of time zones and whatnot, going that way, going west. Like, yeah, you gain time. So by the time I get the rental car and everything, and I was like on my way, I got to Los Feliz by like 9 a.m. I still have time to drink coffee, right? It's still morning. So I went to this coffee shop, and there was this like weird little frog, statue thing. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Take a picture. I was just walking down the street looking at places. I'm like, oh, I should probably get some breakfast. Was looking at the menu. But I wound up eating at this place. Actually, I had been to this restaurant before, probably like a decade earlier, with a buddy of mine who lives in LA. But the Alcove, it's this really cute little restaurant.
Alcove.
They have a huge like front porch area and tons of these umbrellas.
Awesome umbrellas.
Yeah. Had this fantastic I think this was a crab toast. So kind of like avocado toast, but crab toast with that's an egg on top.
Okay. Huh.
Poached egg.
Is a wild monster right there.
It was freaking fantastic. Very good. This is in a little place I had lunch the next day. Or no. This is where I had the same day. This is West Hollywood now. This is Hollywood, obviously, the Walk of Fame. You can see the stars there.
Nice.
This is actually on the way to the theater because you can see the marquee down there. That's where the theater is. And then this is inside the event. You can actually see David there.
Oh, yeah, with his hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then they wouldn't let me do any filming inside, but I squeezed off a quick pic. It's like whatever.
Dolby Atmos.
Yes.
Awesome.
So the event took place at the Dolby Atmos screening room. This is a theater, an old theater that had been there for a long time. This is at Hollywood and Vine. This is the old Vine Theater. Dolby now owns it, and they have transformed it into this screening room. And I think the guy said that they do a lot of color sessions there, which I was like a little surprised at. I was like, oh, I thought you would do like mixing or something here, but
right, that's
really
right.
not. No, but it is like a state of the art, theater space. And this is right before it started. I reversed the camera and stuck it up behind me, and the guy behind me saw it, and he was giving me the hang 10. I don't know, like whatever that is. But and then that's David right above the girl. Like there's a pole going right through his face, but he was sitting in like the prime center seat.
Oh yeah, okay, with the white. He's like, oh
yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
That's cool.
And then Q&A afterwards. So we sat and listened to the entire album. And he had like title cards. Every time a new track would come up, there would be a title card, and then it would fade out, and then it was black. So you're just sitting in this dark room.
Oh, just listening.
Listening to the song.
I like that.
So yeah, so then did this Q&A. So that was fun. Afterwards, later that evening, because I was staying in West Hollywood, I'm like, I'm going to Rainbow Room. And if you don't know what Rainbow Room is,
oh yeah,
that is like the classic rock and roll haunt I'd been there maybe twice before.
You got the classic booth right there where Tom Zutaut signed Motley Crue.
Yeah, exactly.
And Guns N' Roses. And
the famous booth is right. So if you see that guy on the right with the kind of black and white checkered shirt, just behind that, behind him, that's the corner. That's the corner with the famous booth. Yeah,
that's where everybody. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's the menu. That's me wearing my Eric and Darrell shirt.
Oh yeah, represent.
I think that's the picture I sent to Charlie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's cool.
This is the next day. That's my burrito. It was really good, so I had to take a picture of it. I don't remember where I was, but it was good. This was this cool little coffee shop in the Valley. I was going to meet a friend later that day, and she lives in the Valley, so I just kind of was like, I'm just going to go to the Valley and spend some time there before I go meet her.
Wow.
That was the floor of that place. I just thought like, oh, well, it's kind of cool. So I took a picture of it.
It's kind of cool. Liz in the chat room was saying she lives an hour away from Hollywood. Been to all those places.
Oh, cool.
Cool. You saw the booths too? I want to go to all these places. I have not been into any of these places that we're seeing right now.
Base Camp is the name of this little coffee shop over in the San Fernando Valley. It's really, really cool. I recommend it. That was my drink. That was a coffee I had later that day somewhere. This is the next day. I'm kind of skipping around because I have a lot of video, and I plan on making a vlog of all this, and I'll post it to the regular channel. So guys, keep an eye out for that.
Oh, that's fun.
So you'll see kind of like all of this in like
thanks for
real life. So this I had a lot of time to kill the day I was leaving because my flight wasn't until like 5 p.m. So there's this place that I've been wanting to check out for a long time called Greystone Manor, I think is the name of it. But if you've seen any movie ever, you've probably seen the inside of this famous mansion because they've used it in tons of stuff. Most notably for myself and probably for you, Eric, The Big Lebowski.
Okay.
So Lebowski, the rich Lebowski, right? When the dude goes to Lebowski's house, that's this place. That famous floor.
I remember that.
The black and white checker floor. You'll see it in tons of movies. There it is. It's only open to the public like once a month. But I went up to the door and took a shot. Look at that beautiful woodwork. I love places like this.
Wow, yeah.
There's even a better shot.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Crazy.
Gorgeous. Love it.
The floor's cool.
And then this is a beautiful view of like, I think that's Culver City. Just below us would be Beverly Hills. But,
oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's like right in Beverly Hills. And then I finished off the day at Hanano, a place I've been several times. This is down in Venice Beach. Hanano Cafe is a famous place that's been there for 60, 70 years. I don't know, very, very long time. All I know is that Jim Morrison used to hang out there. This is like rock and roll kind of legend. Nice. Kind of place, but they have a fantastic cheeseburger. I went and had lunch there and then walked the strip for a while. There's my cheeseburger. This is me walking past the camera at the Venice Hotel because they do a live stream of the Venice Boardwalk, and I was trying to catch myself on it. And that's me there.
Yeah.
Walking down
That's right, the live stream.
And then on my way back, I had booked a window seat, and I got in my seat, and there was no window.
So you took a drill and just...
somebody suggested... My buddy Chris Chambers suggested that I draw a window on there.
That'd be fun. Oh, that's fun.
But, airlines are touchy. I didn't want to actually get arrested, so
yeah,
I figured I would just deal with it. But anyways, expect more some video, but actually we do have...
I loved it. I don't know why the audience...
All right, I just turned it off this time.
Okay. Things are happening.
I know, right?
I didn't see very many pictures of Taco Bell or McDonald's in LA. Did you not go to any of those places?
Oh, I didn't even go to an In-N-Out. Can you believe it?
That's right.
is the famous place to go when you're in LA, but I did not go this time. I've been there a couple of times. I do have this little bit of video from my excursion in LA. And it's probably the best bit because it's with David Arquistone. So here it is.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Okay. I'll get again.
Hi, we're here
I'm glad we got to chat.
Los Angeles.
Hang out.
Where are we? We're actually in Hollywood. Yeah, we're in. That's right. Hollywood and Vine. Famous. Street famous. Where are we exactly?
We're at the Dolby Screening Room.
The Dolby
on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah.
Cool. Why are we here?
I did an Atmos mix of my new album, Quest for the Runestone, which is an immersive environment where 12 speakers are around and it just overwhelms you. And I was moved.
I was moved.
This is what you
I
get
think
for
everybody was moved.
I was moved, and I've heard that music a lot.
I'm just here for the point.
So I was happy to be moved.
So Quest for the Runestones, your new album, it's coming out.
Coming out Monday,
July 1st.
My birthday.
They're making
No way!
Yeah, man.
Oh my god!
I plotted it.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So you reached out to Eric and I to make a little video for you.
Yeah, it was fun. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
I love that.
We had a blast.
I went on a journey with you.
Yeah, we went on our journey too. And in fact, we had to follow a map to do that journey. And you know what? I've got it right here.
Oh my gosh.
That's the map that we used in the video.
That's
and
where you go.
Yeah.
Out of his hand.
Yeah. And I'd like you to have it. And I wrote a little. We wrote a little note.
Oh my gosh.
For you. It just says.
So sweet.
David, let the adventure begin, Eric.
That's so sweet. Thank you, Darrell.
So there you go. All right.
Appreciate it.
Good to see you, David.
Nice to see you.
All
Thanks
right.
for coming all
Yeah.
this way out to California.
Hey. That was so cool. Yeah, I like that. That's
It was
awesome.
nice of him to take a little time to talk to us about that.
Yeah, that's so funny. You gave him a map signed and everything. What's really cool is like one of the biggest albums that David Arquistone did. Included a map and was like epic, and everything like that. And so it's kind of a weird way of like paying it back,
that was
right?
not lost on me. That's kind of why I decided to do it, because like his first big album that like just blew up was
In the Wake of the Wind.
In the Wake of the Wind, and it was this epic fantasy adventure, and you pull out the CD thing and you unfold it, and it's this map.
Yeah.
So giving him the map from our video, that was not lost on me.
Yeah, that's so funny.
What we were doing there. So yeah.
And my mom was just telling me, I saw her on July 4th and we were hanging out and swimming by the pool, and she was like, man, it's so epic. And, you know, she's like, by the way, who does your voiceover? He's so good. She's like, I noticed him in the other David Arkansas video, but I meant to ask you, who is he? And I mean, like, you know, it's like, Mom, it's not a real person.
It's not a real person.
It's not a human being. And she's like, she's just like remembering, oh, that's right. We're in 2024. That's right. There's robots and weird AI people and things like that. So anyway, but I think we told you guys last time we used that voice. That was a custom trained voice that I made on 11 Labs. If you're familiar at all with that tool, where you can train voices and synthesize things like that. Anyway. I might have slowed that down too much for that one. Always, when I hit play, I'm like, yeah, whatever. So, like,
so good.
It is cool, and like I like to slow down certain phrases. I'll slow stuff down, and I'll have variant speeds. You know, for when he says things that way, it doesn't sound like AI, because AI doesn't do that. AI is a constant rhythm. Yeah, it's a constant rhythm. It might be a slow rhythm, but it's a constant. It's like quantized.
Yeah,
and that's what your ear picks up, and it goes, it sounds real, but there's something weird about it.
Yeah.
So when I started messing around with speeds, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm onto something. Like, this sounds great, you know. Anyway, but yeah, pretty epic.
That's awesome.
Pretty crazy. Well, that was cool. Yeah. Well, that was a good trip. I'm glad you got to get out there. That was really awesome.
Yeah, we definitely need to hit up LA, and then make like 47 videos about it.
For real. For a real.
Yeah.
I feel like we should probably end the show at about 11, which is about 6 minutes from now. I'm thinking that we probably only have time for maybe another listicle here.
Yeah, let's do a listicle.
If you're interested. Today we have 10 Long John Silver menu items from the 1980s you probably forgot about.
Long John Silver's. Man, there was a Long John Silver's right up the hill from us. And that was like my thing. I had karate at like,
you freaking loved it.
5 o'clock, which was right around the corner from the house.
Yeah.
My dad would drop me off. I'd do karate for an hour. He'd come pick me up. We would go up the hill, get a freaking Long John. So I would do the combo meal, which is like a fish and then 2 chicken things, and then come back home. And that's right about the time when Bewitched was coming on.
Oh, nice.
So I would eat my fucking Long John Silver's and watch Bewitched.
Watch some sweet Bewitched. Awesome.
So good.
All right. Well, let's, by the way, the first Long John Silver's opened up in 1969.
Ooh.
So let's go on down here. Number 1, the baked fish and seafood. I mean, look how great that looks. A nice little...
It looks too good.
You know, cube sitting on like white rice.
Like...
Yeah. It's very definable geometry there. It's very sharp edges.
Sharp. I know.
Don't cut your tongue on it. And there's a little salad out there too. So I don't know. That looks good. From 1984. Next, we got the Chillers. Don't remember this at all.
Chillers?
They just threw a bunch of crap together, called it a salad. It's a new ocean chef's salad. It's got tiny shrimps in the middle.
This seems actually kind of familiar to me.
Yeah. I would not have eaten that when I was a kid.
With those little cocktail shrimps in the middle?
It says 20-piece peel and eat chilled shrimp. Okay.
Peel and eat?
So I don't...
You have to peel that shit
had
yourself?
to peel those?
No.
On a salad?
No.
Wow.
That's wrong.
Well, it was a little cheaper that way, I guess.
That's
Wow.
mean.
That is mean. They put mayonnaise on the seafood salad, which is weird.
No, that tracks. You want mayonnaise?
I don't know. That is kind of weird. Oh wow, the kitchen breaded fish, the fish sandwich.
Because it has a fish on a fish.
Yeah,
look at that. It's
double
a bread,
fish action.
Fish, bread.
1984 is when it came out.
Double fish action.
Wow, it had like coleslaw at the bottom. It looked like some kind of something.
That's like some sex I never had. I always wanted. Double fish action.
Fish. They had chicken nuggets.
What? Chicken?
Wow.
Chicken of the sea?
They had ketchup or tartar sauce, or no, not tartar. What would the cocktail sauce, right?
Or as my dearly departed mother would say, catsup.
Catsup.
Darrell, it's catsup.
It's catsup. 1983 is when that got around. That's okay. Chicken nuggets, broiled dinners. So they still do that.
God,
they have the broiled.
Look how like
it's just stamped.
But I like how the stamp is curved. They're like,
that's fancy, isn't it?
If it's completely square, then people will be off put.
Right, but if it's got the curve, it's not more fishy, right?
Yeah, so they're like.
Mm-hmm. Or like a Macabre fan said in the chat room, it's made to fit the plate, right?
Well, if we just kind of cut it at a curve along here, then yeah. That's
oh boy,
weird.
All right, seafood pasta salad. That does not sound good. I mean, I love some pasta, but that's like Italian. Like, you got to give me.
I love some pasta.
You got to give me.
I love some salad.
Tomato based or a Alfredo based or something like that.
Yeah. Thanks, Johnson.
Yeah,
my
Johnson
two
in the
favorite,
house.
highly talented, wild and crazy on the interwebs. Cheers! My glass has some Bacardi Spice rum and a splash of Kizok. Cheers. Cheers, brother. Thank you, Johnson.
Bye. My sister's leaving. Bye.
Wait, Liz is there?
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
she was here. She was swimming.
No, I didn't know that. Hi, Liz.
We got a big old party over here. But I guess not anymore. People are leaving. But yeah, thank you, Johnson. Okay, let's keep this moving because this is that one's kind of gross. Hawaiian chicken salad / chef's combo salad.
Is there pineapple in there?
Oh, that looks like a mess to me.
I'm guessing there's pineapple in there, isn't there?
1988. Long John Silver's delved deeper into its line of salads by debuting two new ones: the Hawaiian chicken salad and the chef's combo salad. The Hawaiian chicken salad was topped with pineapple.
Boom! Nailed it!
Almonds. What? And raisins. Oh, that's just so gross.
No.
That's just all wrong.
Ruining.
That's all wrong.
Ruining.
The chef's combo, however, which should not be confused with the ocean chef salad, because that would be lunacy. That
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
3 years earlier, in 1986.
Does the chef
combo
5 have like ham?
Ham? Well, it had chicken and cheddar cheese.
Okay. I guess that's what the chef was into.
Just like chicken tacos from Taco Bell. Let's see.
I always like how every
$2.99.
menu has like chefs something or other.
Oh yeah, chef salad, chefs.
Like what? Why? Like what is the chef doing? Why is?
I mean, essentially
Isn't
the
all
chef.
of this isn't all of this the chefs? Like what are we talking? Why specifically is this the chefs?
So the chef is the one who cooks and refines the taste and the blends the meal, and then he teaches everybody else how to make it, and then he walks away.
Yeah.
So so McDonald's, they have a whole menu of like chef's quarter pounders, the chef fries, the chef nuggets, the chef shakes, the chef. The salad is usually the chef salad,
right?
But I'm more into the chef burgers. Could you do that? Could you just put chef? See, I think it's the lack of the word chef makes it way more important when you add the word chef. But why only just the salad? There has to be a reason behind that. There has to be a reason.
It's all from the chef.
Yeah, chef salad. There's never anything else.
I almost feel like this is like
there's something we got to get to the bottom of.
I feel like I could do a search on YouTube and just say chef and like Jerry Seinfeld, and there's like a whole bit about this.
Oh, you think maybe?
Maybe why do you think that there's only a chef? The chef salad. I mean, didn't the chef make everything? I think he did. Like, what is the deal with that?
I think you're right.
Yeah, I'm sure Jerry has covered that before.
Yeah, he's probably covered it.
Like,
no salad for you.
Yeah, no salad for you.
Mexican seafood salad.
Really?
We're
crossing streams. We're crossing. So what makes it? What?
Wait,
really?
Taco Bell had that. Didn't Taco Bell had the Mexican? Oh no, it was just It was a Mexican pizza.
So was this a seafood salad, and then they just dropped some like ground beef on top with some hot sauce? Like that's what it looks like.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Breaking news. 1984. We have seafood salad from Taco Bell. It has a stupid little shrimps in there.
How you doing the compare and contrast. You still had it loaded. Yeah.
Then you got the stupid
Let
Mexican
me just
salad.
bring this up.
Right? It's like the same thing, but this one has a bunch of salsa poured on the top for some reason, and ham cubes or something. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah, what is going on
Holy
over
crap,
there?
dude. $2.99. That's the whole. See, that's why nobody bought it. Or no, it says $3.99.
It says $3.99. That must have been a decade later.
That's like way more than like an entire meal at McDonald's. That's why you're like, ooh, I feel like splurging tonight. Hey, honey, let's get the Mexican seafood salad.
But me right now is like, I'd spend $3.99 on that right now.
Right now.
Every night.
I mean, I wouldn't trust it for one thing, but I don't know what it's really made of.
That looks like it would fulfill me on a daily basis for $3.99. Hell yeah!
340 calories.
Do it.
A whopping 1,154 milligrams of sodium. I guess that's a lot. I don't really know, but
wait, that thing is only 340 calories.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, not too shabby, right?
It's not a lot.
Home style fish.
Okay, that just looks sad.
They're like little fish sticks.
And then some balls.
Man, I like freaking what are they actually called? Why did I forget?
You can only think of the word balls now. Look at those balls.
Hush puppies. Man,
yes.
I like hush puppies though. Like that's
freaking.
That's the only time I ever get to eat one.
Hush puppies are fan-frickin-tastic.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Cubby who?
All right, Paul the producer.
Paul the producer.
Hey, thank you, sir. Excellent. Good work to you too. I'm gonna give you a little thumbs up. Can I do that? I see it.
Yeah,
oh, there's a heart.
You can. Look at me. Look at me go.
Oh, we get a little hearts.
Hey, look, watch.
He's giving a thumbs up, everybody. Oh wait, flood the chat with thumbs up emojis. Can you do that? Let's see here. Let's see what happens. You make him dance around. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Okay, so the homestyle fish. I mean,
there they are.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's the thumbs. they're all like weird looking.
They're
like,
strangely fleshy.
Yeah, they're all fleshy and square.
Very square.
But in the chat, they're all yellow, like Simpsons fingers or something.
Like they're totally Simpsons fingers.
Oh man. Dope. Number 10, fish and dips.
Fish and dips.
Fish and dips, $2.99. See, that's what I like to see. That's about a good average price for
what
$19.89.
is that dip? Oh my God, that is like 100% guar gum.
I think it's got honey in it. I think it's a sweet sauce.
I think it's gelatin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's entirely honey, but I think
it's like gelatin
based.
and high fructose corn syrup.
Oh yeah, I mean they squirt a little of that on everything.
Squirt like,
they just put that on the plate
MSG,
before they even put stuff on it. Yeah.
High fructose corn syrup.
Fish and dips. All right. Oh, that's the last one. Well, wouldn't you know it?
I would know it. I would know it. $2.99? Oh my God.
$2.99.
God, give it to me right now.
$2.99.
Just put it in my face for $2.99. Put it in my face.
Put it in Darrell's face.
For $2.99.
Well, there it is, everybody. There it is. We have done it.
We did it.
We did it.
We did another one.
And it all went down on the 6th of July. Well, this was a fun fourth weekend. Or did you see any fireworks or anything? Fireworkish?
I did. So on the 4th of July, met some friends at a Korean barbecue.
Oh.
Yeah, not very
Were there
American.
A bunch of Chinese people inside running around?
Shut up. Oh, they were all.
Oh my God.
I'm only referencing other things.
Yes.
I wasn't actually making fun of anything. So afterwards, we went back to my buddy Chris's house. He had like a little like Kroger bought thing of fireworks, like one of those boxes that shoots individual rockets.
Oh
one at a time.
Yeah.
That was it. That like just set it off and went boop. But it was actually kind of impressive for like a Kroger bought, kind of thing. And then on the way home, because we were like 40 minutes away from home in Atlanta, like everywhere we drove, like you could see like huge in the distance.
I like that. That's so cool.
So yeah, on the entire drive home, we just saw beautiful fireworks displays.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, but we just stayed here and in the neighborhood just watched. I mean, one neighbor must have spent like thousands of dollars or something. We're just like, wow, that's like stadium worthy, like a show. I don't know what was going on, but
yeah,
it just went on and on and on and on and on. And we're like, okay, this is cool. Our dogs are freaking out, obviously.
They hate.
So we wanted to just stay home because we knew dogs are going to be freaking out. So we were like sitting there playing video games, like PlayStation 5. We turned it up, kind of the volume up a little loud, so that way, like, the explosions in the game would, like, kind of mask out the actual explosions in the real world, and the dogs might be confused. Although, you know, they're probably smarter than we are. And hey, I see we got a. I don't know why did our thing not go off?
What? Huh? What?
War of the Thrones.
What?
Yeah. Did we not get a? Did we get an alert? I'm sorry if we missed that.
Oh,
War of the Thrones. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Sorry.
Of the Thrones. Thank you. Murder.
Not sure why I didn't fire off, or maybe it did. I missed it, but yeah. So yeah, fireworks. Oh yeah, fireworks are probably expensive. I agree with that. I haven't bought a firework in I don't even know 20 years. I'm not really a firework guy. I watch them.
Yeah.
I don't use them.
Right.
But thank you so much for everybody.
All right, that's us for the evening.
Hanging out with us.
Yeah.
As you do. And stay tuned to the channel. We got more ideas than we have like time to make. So we have things cooking in the oven. We do have a yeah,
Jessica. Wow, love you, girl. Thank you,
Jessica. Thank you so much. Excellent.
Amazing Canadian princess.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're going to. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a new Max and Kane video up very soon. If you don't know who Max and Kane is,
get familiarized.
Then search it on our channel because it wasn't too long that we uploaded a Max and Kane video. But their second video is coming up. They're editing it right now. They asked us permission, and we're like, okay, we'll put it on our channel.
They are fucking annoying.
They're
like,
kind of, but
a bit much.
They're like, dude, trust me, this is gonna get like billions of hits. And we're like, yeah, probably not, but whatever.
Probably like 3. But
yeah,
whatever.
probably 3 or 4 hits, but okay.
Okay.
So look for that very soon. And this has got to be the year, Darrell, for Europe vacation videos. We've held out for too long. I'm afraid there's some gold in there that people are like, how did you wait so? Like, I've never seen London in the 80s or Paris, and I went everywhere in Europe in the 80s, and there's a lot of footage. Anyway, some crazy stuff. It's got to be the year that's at least some of it goes up, if not all of it, something.
Let's do it.
But this is also a good excuse for us to go to Europe and recreate some of these scenes and go to the same places. That would be awesome. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen and kids of all ages. I don't know what that means, but we've enjoyed it. Cheers to you.
Thanks for joining us on this Saturday evening. We love and appreciate you, and until next time, adieu.
Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.